Like a beacon on a hilltop, Tahlequah breezes furrowed the black and gold. Over the last 2 days, we have seen lows and highs, peaks and valleys, and through all of it is an opportunity to end this 3-day stretch with a plaque and momentum into a big 3-game district stretch next week before the start of the new year. Can McAlester go 2-0 today? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to the place where they play in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, alongside Nate Brown, and you're tuned in to the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, on the KNED app, as well as at McAllisterRadio.com on the KNED tab. Video streaming on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. Today we have the Alma, Arkansas Lady Airedales and your McAlester Lady Buffaloes in the consolation championship of the 2025 Sequoyah Invitational. Partner, the Lady Buffs got into the win column for the first time this season after a 32-point rout yesterday. They'll try to do it again against an unfamiliar foe for some hardware. What did you see from the Lady Buffs yesterday that they need to carry over into today?
Well, they played pretty much as well as we've seen them play all season long. They were able to work down in the post. They found their three-point shot, and they played some suffocating defense on the Class and Comets, and I want to see all of that carry on into today.
Yep, McAlester ended up beating Class and SAS 60-28. After 26 turnovers in the first game against Glenpool, the Lady Buffaloes cut that down to 13, and 8 of those were in the second half. They completely controlled the game. They forced 25 turnovers themselves. McAlester shot 20% better than Classen at 47% to 27% and out-rebounded the Comets 37-20. McAlester had 22 defensive rebounds. That's more than Classen had total. They led 32-4 at halftime. That is domination there for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. And domination for Mila Cole. What a game she had. 17 points on 62% shooting. She had a double-double with 10 rebounds and also 4 steals. Rylan Lesnow had 12 points, all of them in the first quarter, and all within like the first 6 minutes of the game. She got into a little bit of foul trouble, or else she was on pace to have a 40-point game. And she was 6 of 7 from the field, 4 rebounds and a block. Also, how about Tinley Morgan? She started hitting her threes. She had 11 points. That's a career high for the freshman there on 4 of 7 shooting, 2 of 3 from downtown, 4 rebounds. And also, something that is very encouraging for McAlester, Cambry Zoomers had a slow start to this tournament, but she's also still McAllister's leading scorer at 11.5 points per game. She started to hit her threes in the second half, had 8 points, but looked a lot better in the second half with a shot than she did in the first. But what we found really encouraging about McAllister's win yesterday, they were able to do it despite their star players not playing a whole lot of minutes. And not only did they not play a lot of minutes, McAllister, with a lot of their freshmen and people that are inexperienced, still won by 32 points. That's encouraging.
Right, and they were able to actually extend that lead out with a bunch of young players playing.
Now, if you want to know more about the Alma, Arkansas Lady Airedales, first off, an Airedale is a terrier. It's a type of dog, if you're wondering what an Airedale was. They're 4-4 in Class 5A in Arkansas. They are giving up 49 points per game, but scoring 51.7. The last time that McAlester played an out-of-state team was back on January 9th of 2020, and that was against HSAA Dallas-Fort Worth in the Shriners Tournament. They lost that game 62-53. That game was in Hilldale, the opening day of that tournament, I believe. They are led by head coach Chanley Bottoms, third-year head coach, 24-41 at the helm. Last year, they were 11-16. They placed 5th place in the Sequoyah Invitational, so a chance to finish higher. They will finish higher. Well, no, a chance to be able to finish the same because 5th place is the consolation championship. They missed the playoffs last year with a 2-12 district record, so they're trying to overcome that and get back into the playoffs this season. They have won 3 state championships in school history. That was back in 1976, 1979, and 2005. Coach Bottoms was actually a part of that 2005 team and was named state tournament MVP. So we will see how the McAlester Lady Buffaloes do against the Alma, Arkansas Lady Airedales, and we'll figure more about this team in Alma as we go throughout the game today. But now we do know our players in the McAlester Lady Buffaloes. Who are some players to watch, Nate?
All right, my first player to watch today is going to be Mila Cole. She had a fantastic game against the Comets yesterday, putting up her first career double-double, scoring 17 points on 62% shooting from the field, bringing down 10 rebounds, while also recording 4 steals and 1 block. If she's able to build on that performance, it would be a big step toward winning the consolation championship. Next up will be Rylan Lesnow. Yesterday against Classen, she had a dominant first quarter, scoring 12 points in the frame. She got in a little bit of foul trouble after that, and by the time she was able to come back in, the game was well in hand. But if she can build off that first quarter today against the Lady Airedales, that could be big in dominating the post presence. And finally, I've got Cambry Zoomer. In the second half yesterday, Zoomer was able to find her three-point shot, draining 2 of 4 from long range. If she's able to keep this up, McAlester could be well on their way to bringing home some hardware today. And moving on to our keys to the game. First up, keep up the momentum from 3. We saw the Lady Buffs shoot 44% from 3 yesterday against Classen, which was easily their highest percentage on the year. If you're able to shoot even close to that today, that's going to open up the paint for Lesnow and Cole to go to work down low. Next up, continue the rebounding dominance. McAlester has out-rebounded every one of their opponents this season through 4 games, and we'll need to see that again here in the Consolation Championship today. And finally, don't let things snowball. If Alma gets out to an early lead, don't let it get to your head. Take a deep breath, focus on playing your game, and you could very well walk out of Tahlequah as the Consolation champions of the Sequoyah Invitational.
Yes, second straight non-playoff tournament that McAlester has had, and the second straight Consolation Championship appearance for McAlester. They won last year's against a easier team. I mean, it was the Noble JV. It wasn't a team that they were supposed to play, but, you know, unfortunate circumstances happened in that tournament where Noble JV had to fill in there. So McAlester taking on a much better team in the Alma, Arkansas Lady Airedales, a 4-4 team. McAlester trying to improve to 2-3. And also, quick side note, we do have a time change today. Before we signed off last night for the boys game, we said 5:30. They changed things up around because Lincoln Christian's football team is playing in the championship, the football championship, right now, I believe.
Yes.
And they're trying to make it to where they can do that and also have a fan base here for tonight for their 7th place game against the host team, the Sequoyah Indians. So they have flipped those games and moved every game up. So instead of playing at 5:30, the McAlester boys are now playing at 2:30. So we'll have back-to-back games here on your KNED radio dials and also on your video screens on YouTube for the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. Okay, so this game is brought to you by Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank & A, Stipe Law Firm, and Vigorous Power Sports. We will take a 2-minute break and return. You're listening to McAlester Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Welcome back to the place where they play for the final day of the Sequoyah Invitational, the 4th annual edition of this tournament, as McAlester Lady Buffaloes getting ready to do battle with the Alma Arkansas Lady Airedales. Let's look at the starting five for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, coming off their first win of the season last year, 1-3, led by second-year head coach Courtney Bashirs. You have junior guard number 1, Cambry Zoomer, freshman guard number 4, Tinley Morgan, junior forward number 5, Rylan Lesnow, sophomore guard number 15, Katie Ivy, and freshman forward number 23, Mila Cole. Now for the Alma, Arkansas Lady Airedales. They're led by third-year head coach Chanley Bottoms. They're the road team on the scoreboard and wearing their road green and gold jerseys. Green jerseys with the gold numerals, as for McAlester. Again, the home jerseys with the white jerseys, gold numerals. Starting off with number 1, Brooklyn Holt, the junior. Number 2, Jaylee Morris, the sophomore. Number 5, Collins Driscoll, the freshman. Number 10, Olivia Hughes, the sophomore. And number 22, Maddie House, the sophomore. Any final thoughts before we get started here, Nate?
I'm excited to see what this final day is going to bring. It should be a very good matchup. I feel like these two teams are very evenly matched. I mean, I know we don't know a whole lot about Alma right now, but I think it's going to be a great game here today.
About to have tip-off brought to you by T&W Tire. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. 918-426-6571. Tip is won by Alma, and it's basketball time here in the Heartland as we're wrapping up the final day of the Sequoyah Invitational. So top of the key with the basketball, they'll pass it left wing. Driscoll with it, gets his high post, back outside. Long three by Holt, right wing is good, and that's an excellent start to the Lady Airedales, airing it out. 3-0 the score. Zoomer weaving through traffic. Zoomer, coast to coast, pulls up, baseline jumper is good. Did it all herself there. That's a good start from McAlester as well. Down 3-2 though. 7:30 remaining in the first.
Quick start here by both teams.
Again, Lady Airedales averaging 51.7 points per game. McAlester at 40.2. They're coming off a 60-point performance a day ago. Holt, who hit that last three, right elbow, lobs it far corner. Pump and drive. Nope, she's going to stick outside beyond the perimeter. Cole knocks the ball loose, taken by Ivy. Ivy, 3-on-2, throws ahead to Zoomer. Zoomer with the layup. She gets it, and McAlester gets the lead.
Zoomer's got 4 quick points here in the first minute.
Shout out to Mila Cole tipping that pass over to Katie Ivy to start that fast break opportunity. McAlester leading 4-3, 6:52 left in the first. Rainbow pass left wing, long three again is good. That time by a different player. Olivia Hughes, the sophomore, drains it, and Alma has a 6-4 advantage thanks to 2 threes. Both teams have made the same amount of shots, just a little bit further distance there for the Airedales. And there's a pass to the near corner that Lesnow tries to save. Again, miscommunication there as Mila Cole was going to set a screen and went away from her corner. As Zoomer passed it to the corner, no one was there. Lesnow gave it her best effort, but to no avail.
And one thing I've noticed early on, McAllister's going to have to close out on these shooters. If they're going to give them space, Alma may be knocking these down all day long.
And the thing is, it's not like they're taking it right by the perimeter either. They're taking it about 3 feet away. There's another one that's too strong. As Cole gets the rebound at the high post, finds its way to Ivy. Ivy's double team, now triple team, needs some help, and there'll be a tie-up. They'll stay with McAlester with 6:13 left in the first. Alma is leading McAlester 6-4, 6:11 left in the first quarter as Zoomer will take it down the floor. Pass angle left. Lesnow looks inside. That's guarded well by the Airedales. Top of the key, swinging it right wing. Zoomer spot up 3 for the lead. That rimmed out. It was halfway down the hoop and it just spun out.
And you'll need her to keep taking those shots because that was a good release, just a touch off.
A pass inside, goes back outside. 3-pointer from long range. Olivia Hughes won't get this one. Offensive board, a second chance. Again, they're taking these threes from a good 4 feet beyond the 3-point line. Here's a dunk down in the low post by Brooklyn Holt that's going to miss, but she'll go to the free throw line. Again, just kind of gave it a shot put shot is really what I'm looking at there.
Foul was on Lesnow, her first, team first of the first quarter. A lot of firsts there.
Here's the first free throw by Holt, and that's no good. Looking at how Alma got to this point, they lost to Sequoyah 58-38, but we saw them put a beating on Ada last night. That score at halftime was 40-4. Sequoyah might mess around and win the whole thing. I think they probably will. Second free throw's missed as well, so no harm, no foul there, and the rebound by Cole. Cole now throwing it ahead over to Lesnow. Lesnow with the lob into the low post. Lesnow scores. We have a tie game, 6-6. McAllister's been getting their points in transition, using their speed to their advantage. Alma with the basketball. A feed into the corner. Holt. And we have a foul here.
That might be on Les now, and if that is, that's
That's
her
on Les
second.
now. Coach Bashirs immediately calls for Taylor Williams to check in. Now, this is where McAlester was really good at last year. Taylor Williams was able to substitute in for Les now and provide quality minutes with her on the bench, whether she'd get into foul trouble or just if she needed a break. After a missed shot on the inbound, cleaning it up, the lady who inbounded the ball, Olivia Hughes, scored from the right block, and now we have a foul called on the Airedales. It's on number 1, Brooklyn Holt. Team's first, her first.
Trying to steal my job?
Yes. Lady Buffs down by 2. Zoomer feeds it across the half-court line to Morgan. Morgan into the low post, tries to get to the low post. It's tipped out of bounds. McAlester basketball. Swatting it out of thin air was Jaylee Morris. I've been trying to say this for like a long time now. Alma beat Muldrow yesterday 56-38 to get to this game today. Katie Ivy lobs low post. Taylor Williams banks it in. She's money from just beyond that left block, right block area. Tie game now 8-8 as we keep on trading punches here in the opening frame. 4:53 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, if she's around the restricted area, she's not going to miss.
Near corner, long three. Good, man. Brooklyn Holt. And it's about 23 feet beyond, or 23 feet on the shots there. Mila Cole low post. She's fouled in one. Mila Cole took a shot. 2 of them, actually, on that play. And now she have a chance to complete the three-point play. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. So far, a pretty entertaining game. Alma getting it done with their three-point ball so far. 9 out of their 11 points from downtown. McAlester has not made a 3 yet.
I believe we've only taken 1 so far. Yes.
Cole's free throw is good, and we have a tie game, 11-11. Nearly halfway through the first quarter.
Alma right now 3 of 5 from three-point range.
And all of the ones that they have made have been from deep. Back outside, this time it's a wide open 3 from normal range, and that one will be missed. Offensive rebound, though. Low post double team back outside to straight away. Holt for 3. This one's strong. Flying high for the rebound. It's last touched by a green jersey. McAlester basketball in a tie game. 11-11.
Alma looks like they're going to press here.
Ivy inbounds to Cole. Cole ahead to Zoomer. Zoomer right through her hands. Stolen by fellow number 1 Brooklyn Holt. Holt tries to drive on Zoomer. Has to give it on up in the top of the key area. Pass near corner, back outside right wing. Setting off a screen for a right wing 3, short. Offensive rebound again, straight away.
It's the 4th offensive rebound for the Lady Airedales.
Holt backs it on up. Passes to the top of the key to Sunny Talley into the game. Low post 2 is missed. Could have been a foul there. Williams closed in. Forces the missed shot. Looks like Cole's got the rebound. And she is fouled.
I believe they've said the foul is going to be on number 3, Sunny Talley. That'll be her first, team 3rd.
I think Williams is probably lucky that she didn't get charged with the foul there on that shot. Looked like she made a little bit too much body contact as there's an inbound. Zoomer racing out after it. Zoomer in the clear, left-handed layup. McAlester takes the lead. They love that play. They got it done with Les now yesterday, and this time they get it done with Zoomer flying down the floor. 3:40 left in the first. McAlester leading by 2 here on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This game, all that we thought it was going to be so far. McAlester leading by 2, but really it's been back and forth. They lead 13-11 over Alma with 3:35 remaining in the first quarter. Engelwright with the basketball. The Alma Lady Airedales now have it to the top of the key. They're on the right side of your half-court line for the radio dial or video screen. Angle left, Hughes. Hughes no-look pass right wing. Pump Driscoll, mid-range jumper. It might have been blocked. It's airballed, though, and rebounded by Ivy down in the low post. Ivy in the backcourt to Zoomer. Zoomer back to Ivy. Ivy being trailed. Passes to Cole. Cole through her hands. Has to save it in the corner and does so. Cole on the drive. Now gets it out to Morgan. Morgan trying to drive. Baseline. Walks the tightrope. Throws it off of a Lady Airedale. And out of bounds. That wasn't her intention, but it works out for McAlester either way. It looks like they started getting a little bit out of control there on that sequence.
Yeah, it gives them a chance to reset here on this possession.
3:04 left in the first. Ivy, no one guarding her on the inbound. They'll lob it out over to Morgan. Morgan driving right side the lane. Contested 2, just airballed it. As they say, it went out of bounds. Last touch by the shooter, Morgan. Tried to draw contact there, but not enough contact to warrant her to go to the free throw line. Just under 3 minutes left in the first. Hughes dribbles inside the perimeter and feeds it back on out to Holt. Holt takes it around the perimeter to the left side. Missed it on the handle. Again, she just tried to bounce it with the left hand to Holt that was coming her way. Excuse me, that was Driscoll that was heading her way and just bounced it out of bounds.
And just the second turnover for Alma so far.
Both teams playing a pretty clean game. Ivy will inbound and find Zoomer in the backcourt. Alma settles on back. Zoomer takes the cross, gets the screen by Cole, goes the opposite direction as Alma guards it well. Bounce pass far corner to Ivy. Ivy trying to work around a pesky Lady Airedale that's right on her hip. Morgan. Now deep beyond the three-point line is Zoomer with the basketball. Slings it inside to Williams. Williams lost the ball in the paint. Back outside, long 2 by Ivy, short, and rebounded by Alma. Alma's got the size advantage today too, so McAlster's not going to have a lot of chances at second chance points today. Low post 2 is airballed after a transition opportunity. Cole grabs the board.
Alma shooting 4 of 13 right now, just below 30%.
2:04 left in the first. McAlester with a 2-point lead despite not having Rylan Less now for most of the first quarter with foul trouble. Zoomer double teamed, works around it, dribbles to the top of the key, drives right side, backs it on up. Short corner 2 is nothing but net. Cambry Zoomer. A little bit of backyard basketball there, just making it happen by herself. 15-11, McAlester up by 4. 1:44 left in the first.
She's got 8 points.
Sometimes instinct takes over, and sometimes it can be better than the formation that you might have set up. That nice contested 2 is made by the Lady Airedales down low by number 32, which is Violet Watkins, and we have a timeout call. McAlester leading by 2, 1:35 left in the first on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes. For over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
This is the first quarter you wanted to see, whether you're a Lady Airedale fan or a McAlester Lady Buffalo fan. Both teams playing about as well as you can, clean-wise, making their shots. It's just been two teams going at it right now. Here's an inbound as Taylor Williams has it in trouble. Passes to Darlene Needham, who's into the game. Needham double-teamed in the backcourt, starts to dribble down the far sideline. Breaks that press, but still in trouble. Again, Alma applying pressure. Now they get the ball to Zoomer. McAlster's able to set up their offense. They've been really good against press today. That's something that they struggled with mightily against Glenpool. Pass low post. Hook turnaround. Hook shot. Banks in for Taylor Williams.
She's got 4.
Taylor Williams, again, a 45% field goal shooter coming into today. McAlester with their largest lead of the game. It's a 4-point lead in the far corner. Holt gives it beyond the perimeter, a quick swing out to the right wing, all the way into the corner, from one corner to the next, down to the low post. Turnaround, jump shot, right back at you. No, missed shot by Jaylee Morris, and rebounded by, I believe, Morgan down the low post.
And good defense down there by Taylor Williams.
She's having herself a game so far. It's just the first quarter, but what you like to see from McAlester. Lob left wing, Cole. Cole looks, finds Needham. 5 feet from the three-point line, now hands it off to Zoomer. Zoomer pumps left, dribbles right. In the paint, runner banks in. McAlester is kissing that glass today. 19-13 the score. They lead by 6. 26 left in the first.
Zoomer's in double digits. She's got 10.
Far corner, three-pointer up in the air by Holt. Missed shot. Fight for the rebound inside the paint. Cole's got it with a Lady Airedale. I think that they have the possession arrow. Yes, Alma does. So they'll keep the basketball down by 6.
After making their, I believe it was their 2 out of their first 3, right? First
yes.
From 3?
Yes.
They've gone 1 for 6 since.
They're going to continue to shoot that. That's just part of their game, though. And they're going to start hitting it again. maybe with this shot near corner 3. Yep, told you. Olivia Hughes.
Had to say something, didn't I?
19-16, 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Do we have a buzzer beater for McAlester? Needham, 2 seconds. They're just going to hold on to this one. Zoomer, no shot attempt at the buzzer. And McAlester uses a awesome first quarter, really, a play between these two teams, 19-16, to take a 3-point lead into the second. You're listening to Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power down box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
After a great first quarter, you join us in the middle of play as here's a airballed shot by Mila Cole in the low post. That one went straight out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by the shooter, Cole. We begin the second quarter with McAlester leading 19-16, able to overcome 4 made threes by the Lady Airedales in the first quarter. And we have a foul called immediately along the left wing area by Cambry Zoomer, just her first.
It'll be the team first here in the second quarter.
And Zoomer had 10 points. McAlester still playing without, Rylan Luss now back into the game. Let's look around the court right here for McAlester.
You have your starters out there.
Here's the low post, too, that's going to be made, and it's down to a 1-point lead again for McAlester. They've led by as many as 6, but it's a 5-0 run now for the Lady Airedales. McAlester doing a good job of beating the press. Now Luss now drives low post, lost control of the basketball, and she stepped out of bounds along the baseline. Uncharacteristic there for Luss now, who looked like she was about to go up, maybe even draw contact, just lost control of the ball on her way up. And from our area, it might have been poked a little bit, too, on that dribble.
Yeah, that was the third unforced turnover for McAlester.
Having to reach up high to grab that pass was Driscoll. She works around the perimeter to the left side, passes to the right wing to House. House dribbles and hands off. Long 3 by Holt is rimmed out. Cole with another rebound, but trying to grab it is a Lady Airedale down low, and since they have the possession arrow, they'll have the ball. Once you get that rebound, you want to make sure you try to keep it up high instead of bring it down inside. I know that you have a better chance of securing it when you bring it down low, but at the same time, up high is more safe in terms of securing the rebound itself. After a missed 3, offensive rebound, straight away wide open 3 is too, it hit off the back of the iron and just tumbled in. Collins Driscoll gives Alma a 2-point lead. Again, you can't leave them that wide open. Zoomer, 2-on-2 transition to the low post. Blocked shot out of bounds by Maddie House. With a chance to tie the game there for Zoomer. McAlester again doing a great job of beating the press today. And that's the reason why they're only down by 2 as compared to what they did against Glenpool on Thursday. It's already showing signs of improvement there. Ivy lobs out, throws to a Lady Airedale who saves the basketball, and now they're off on the break. Lob pass inside, 2-pointer up, too hard off the glass. Late whistle and a third foul called on Les now. And that is not what McAlester needed.
And Taylor Williams will come right back in.
So free throws on the way for Brooklyn Holt. She can make both of them here. It could be a chance at a 2-possession game. Holt's first free throw is made. She's now 1 of 3 from the line. She's taken all their free throws, hasn't she?
I'm not sure. I believe so, but that's not a stat that I'm able to keep up with.
Well, I'm talking about as the team itself.
Oh, yeah, 1 for 3.
Yeah, 'cause she took the last 2 free throws as well. Holt spins the ball, gets into her free throw routine. Right foot slightly in front of the left, makes both these free throws, though. And now Alma in the middle of that's a 7-0 run. Take that back. It's even more than that. We'll get to it in a second. Zoomer 2-on-2 to the low post. Up with a tough 2 and gets it to go over a Lady Airedale. And that ends that run. That was a 9-0 run for the Lady Airedales. McAlester now breaks that. They're down by 2, 23-21, behind a 12-point performance for Cambry Zoomer, who had 12 points on the entire tournament coming into today. There's a cross-court pass and a foul called inside. After really not being in a lot of foul trouble other than Ryland Lesnow in the first quarter, McAlester has committed an early 3 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter. That foul on Katie Ivy, that's her first. So this one will be a baseline inbound with a 2-point lead for Alma. To the top of the key it goes, back outside. Open 3 by Holt, right wing, rimmed out. Ball's tipped around straight to a Lady Airedale. Bad bounce for the Lady Buffs. It was made by Olivia Hughes on the left block, and now it's back to a 4-point deficit for McAlester. McAlester beats the press again. Zoomer drives. Zoomer tough 2. Charge call. That's a rough one. There were still moving feet, I felt like, in the low post, and plus, that's one of the roughest charges I've been able to see so far in this early season. But Zoomer picks up her second foul in that situation.
Do not agree with that one, folks.
I don't agree with that one either. I don't think she was set. I don't think she was set. I think no, she was also making a play at the ball, and there wasn't a lot of contact by Zoomer either. She didn't go in wildly. I don't agree with that charge. Really not in the slightest. Holt dribbles between the circles, and a chance for them to take a greater than 4-point lead for the first time today. Near corner, spot up threes in the air by Morris, and she drains it. That's a 5-point swing there.
McAlester can't let this snowball, though.
Yep.
They called that a 2.
Okay, so it's a 2-pointer called up on the scoreboard, 27-21. That's a break there for the Lady Buffs. 5:23 left in the first half. Zoomer passes angle right to Williams, playing outside the perimeter. Williams looks inside, finds Katie Ivy for 2. Can't get it to go off the right block. Too hard off the glass, and it tumbled off the front side of the rim. And this is a chance for Alma to really take this leading run with it. Ivy did a good job of getting back and swatting that pass out of bounds because an open lady for 3 was waiting on that left wing. So Alma with a game high for them, 6-point lead. McAlster's led by as many as 6 in this, but with Alma's 3-point shot, you can never leave them out. A pass around the baseline to a long left wing 3 is drained. You've got to get up past the perimeter against them, man.
You can't give them 3 feet of space.
That's Olivia Hughes with the left wing 3, and that one was from deep, 30-21. Bounce pass inside, able to corral it as Williams. Williams turn around, jump shot. That one was well contested, and off her back foot too. McAlester is letting this snowball, 30-21. Left wing, spot up 3, another chance at some points. Misses the shot there. That's a heat check collectively for the Lady Airedales, and Coach Brashears knows that we've got to slow things down. They trail by 9 to Alma, 30-21 with 4:30 left in the first half on KNED.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
Well, for those that listened to the broadcast last night between the boys and the Sapulpa team, Sapulpa shot 59% from the field, and we talked about how tough it was to be a team shooting 59% from the field. What is McAlester shooting from the field right now?
They are shooting exactly 59% from the field, and they are down by 9.
That is how well that the Lady Airedales are shooting from outside, and McAlester only has 5 turnovers, but the Lady Airedales with only 2.
They are 6 of 16 from 3.
Zoomer on the edge of the circle. McAlester in a little bit of foul trouble, too. Zoomer's got 2, and Les now has to sit with 3. Here's a right wing 3 that's back ironed, and a long rebound is taken on the left side of the paint by Haven Baxter into the game for the first time. Pass finds its way to Holt. Holt tries driving into the paint. Too short with a shot, and Morgan's got the rebound. Halfway through the second quarter, McAlester, after a timeout, they have 3 remaining for the rest of the game, trying to end a Alma momentum gain right now. Far corner three by Ivy is no good. Good box out by Williams, leads to a rebound by Morgan. In the corner, she's double teamed. To Zoomer left wing. Zoomer pumps to the high post she goes. Leaves it inside. Great look for Taylor Williams, and she scores. What a find by Cambry Zoomer.
Taylor Williams has 6.
30-23, 3:33 left in the half. Great ball movement by the Lady Buffaloes there, and the chance of second points there with the offensive rebound. That was also courtesy of a great box out by Taylor Williams. Far corner Holt. She's been killing them from downtown, and so has a couple of other Lady Airedales. A feed inside, nope, to the opposite side. Here's a long right wing three by Hughes. She is a sharp shooter. She hits yet another one.
You can't leave any of these Lady Airedales open.
Especially Hughes. She has 16 points.
They are 7 of 17 from 3.
10-point deficit for McAlester, 2:55 left in the half.
They are 41% from 3.
And you know, she could step up to the line to shoot these threes. She likes shooting them from about 5 feet beyond the three-point line.
Yes, you have to close out.
2:44 left in the half. Pass near corner. Morgan looks inside. No one's open. Now tries to drive baseline. Gets the positioning but can't get the shot. Well guarded by Maddie House. And Alma trying to extend their 10-point lead. Holt tries to work around Zoomer. Gives it to a trailing House. House cross-court pass into the arms. Guess who? Olivia Hughes got another one. Have mercy, Olivia Hughes. 19 points on 5 made threes there by the sophomore. Watch out, Arkansas. 36-23, 2:13 left in the half. If there's anyone you can't leave open right now, it's Olivia Hughes. Someone should be on her hip at all times.
There needs to be a double team on her anytime she touches the ball, Brandon.
She is beating McAlester nearly by herself. McAlester 23, Hughes 19. Ivy to Zoomer, angle right, 1:55 left in the half. Off a screen by Cole, leading inside to Cole. Here's a 2 by Cole, and she'll score. Beauty of the design there by Coach Bashir. She likes what she sees from her team. 1:45 left in the half. McAlester has played well. There'll be a timeout call by Coach Bottoms of the Alma Lady Airedales, and we'll be back here in about 30 seconds on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
As I was mentioning before the timeout, McAlester is playing well today, but they're still finding themselves down by 11 despite shooting nearly 60% from the field. 36-25 is our score because of the long ball by primarily Olivia Hughes. She has it and feeds it across the baseline to the far corner. Getting it back outside, closing in on, but another far corner three she cannot miss. It's Steph Curry on the floor right now. Olivia Hughes continues to kill McAlester. She is only losing to McAlester herself by 3. 22 first half points for Olivia Hughes. Driving in, Zoomer weaving through traffic, dribbles it back out into the front court. 1:14 left in the half. Zoomer off a screen by Cole, works opposite of it, gives it to Cole, top of the key. High post back outside, right wing three by Morgan. We need it, we don't get it. Back rather off the front iron. It's rebounded by the Alma Lady Airedales. They're in the clear with the transition. Holt with the layup. It's good, and it's a 41-25 game with 1 minute left in the first half. They have scored 41 first half points. They're averaging 51.7 on the season. I don't think that they shoot this. I mean, I think they're great shooters. I don't think they shoot this well through 8 games.
No, I think they'd be closer to maybe 7-1 if they did.
And here's a foul down in the mid-range area. That is the first foul on Alma in the second quarter. McAlester was 1 foul away from giving Alma the bonus. They don't call it on the shot though. McAlester will not get free throws here unless we start getting a foul in the next 40 seconds on a shot. I thought that Zoomer was fouled on the shot attempt. They say no. Ivy looks. Ivy in trouble. Ivy lobs it out mid-range. It's Taylor Williams who banks it in. She is having a great first half herself.
But she's got 8.
But just not as good as what Alma's been able to do. A 14-point lead for the Lady Airedales. At some point, you got to think that they're going to slow down. But right now, Hughes playing with confidence.
Double team her every time she touches the ball.
And stepping out of bounds after receiving the pass from Hughes was Brooklyn Holt. McAlester trying to close the distance a little bit here to give themselves a better chance in the second half. And also, one thing to take note of, McAllister's been down by still striking distance despite not having Rylan Lesnow for a majority of the game here. Ivy, left wing. Ivy overhead pass. Quick swing out right wing. Caught by Morgan. Stripped loose by Hughes. Morgan hit the deck. Hughes is in the clear. Hughes' left-handed layup is good. 6 seconds left in the half in a 43-27 game. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Ivy, 1 second. Half-court heave at the buzzer. It is well short. And that'll be the end of the first half. Alma leads McAlester behind three-point shooting and a 24-point first half performance from Olivia Hughes. We will take a break and we'll come back with some second half stats here on KNED.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit, finish, and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
So the scoreboard shows a deficit of 16 points for McAlester. Alma up 43-27 on McAlester. But I don't think that McAlester has done a whole lot to be able to find themselves down by 16. They have played. They've actually played arguably their best or second best game of the season so far for McAlester. They've shot well. They're shooting above 50%. They haven't really turned the ball over all that much. I think they're like 6 or 7 turnovers. But what is winning the game for Alma is their ridiculous three-point shooting. 51.7 points per game coming into this game through 8 games. So it's not a small sample size. It's through 8 games, and they have nearly matched that behind 9 of 19 shooting from downtown. And not just downtown, we're talking 23-foot three-pointers being shot here by the Lady Airedales. And we keep on saying it's not sustainable. It's starting to look like it's sustainable, at least for this Saturday in Tahlequah. Let's look at our halftime stats. That's brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Nate, take it away.
All right, Cambry Zoomer was your leading scorer in the first half. She had 12 points on 6 of 9 shooting from the field. Next up, Taylor Williams had 8 points on 4 of 5 shooting from the field. After that, Mila Cole, 5 points, 5 rebounds on 2 of 3 shooting, along with 1 of 1 from the free throw line. She's the only Buffalo to take a free throw today so far.
And she took one. There was 1 foul on Alma in the second quarter. McAlester looked like they might have had free throw attempts there, but they ended up calling that foul that was against.
A charge.
Well, no, I'm talking about the one where Zoomer was going up to go for a shot, I think, in the last minute. It was going to be on the shot, but they said that it was on the floor. McAlester did not score on that possession.
Next up, Glesnell, she had 2 points, got in some foul trouble early on, and didn't really get to play a whole lot in the first half. Next up, Tinley Morgan had 3 rebounds, 1 offensive. Katie Ivey had 1 rebound and a steal. And that will do it for individual scoring in the first half. And now to the team stats.
Again, nothing bad for McAlester.
No.
But what Alma is doing is absurd.
McAlester, 13 of 24 from the field. 54%. That is very, very good. Alma, 16 of 32, 50%. McAlester is shooting better from the field than Alma is.
But here's the thing. I know you're about to say, we already said 9 of 19 for 3. Wait, what percentage is that for Alma?
47%.
But 9 out of their 16 makes have been from 3.
Yep.
McAlester has not had a made 3 yet.
McAlester is 0-4 from three-point range. Again, McAlester just 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Alma 2 of 4, good for 50%. McAllister's getting doubled up in the rebounding department, 16 to 8. Alma 8 offensive rebounds compared to 1 from McAlester so far. Next up, turnovers. Alma's forced 5 McAlester turnovers. McAllister's only forced 3 Alma turnovers, and Alma has the only block of the day.
So again, turnovers have been great for McAlester. What it comes down to, truly, I don't know what much more McAlester can do at this point. Again, you don't want to be able to get so far out beyond the perimeter that you find yourself vulnerable inside. But at this point,
you have to.
At least against Olivia Hughes. And
anytime she is on the floor, even if she has the ball or not, two girls need to be on her at any given time.
She has 26 first half points. She's only trailing McAlester by herself by 1 point.
And honestly,
McAlester shot 54% from the field.
I know how this may sound, but you may have to start fouling her before she can get a shot up.
Maybe you're not wrong, but again, she's found herself wide open. That's a good, big credit to Chanley Bottoms and their offensive game plan today. They've been able to set some off-ball screens to be able to get her open before the pass even gets to her. McAllister's going to have to anticipate that, or like I said, find someone to just be in her grill. And even if you run the zone defense, maybe you take one person, like when it comes to football, maybe you take one person as a spy, and you say, I'm going to go wherever this lady's going. You cannot leave it to chance of her getting open like that.
Yeah, if she's able to stay out of foul trouble for the rest of the game, I want Rylan Lesnow on her 24/7.
Yep, but again, Lesnow's got to be careful playing with 3 fouls when we start the third quarter.
And if you
Zoomer's got 2.
If you don't have her on there, maybe Taylor Williams.
But here's the deal when it comes to McAlester. The reason why they're getting out-rebounded by so much is because they haven't got to have a Rylan Lesnow on the floor for a majority of the first half. I want to see if the emergence of her back in the third quarter leads to McAlester being able to stop these second chance points for Alma because, again, they don't need the second chances, but they're getting them and they're converting on a lot of them. Again, out-rebounding McAlester on the offensive glass 8-1. Do you have any other keys to the second half before we go to the third quarter?
That's all I've got.
Okay, I'm Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. The score is 43-27. Alma lighting up the scoreboard in quarters 1 and 2. McAlester going to try to play catch-up in quarters 3 and 4. We'll take a 90-second break and return in just a moment with the consolation championship of the 4th Annual Sequoyah Invitational on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
So we're switching sides here, and for the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, they're hoping that that magnet that has been working for Alma on that side of the floor is going to be working for them here in the second half. Despite McAlester shooting better from the field than Alma, 54% to 50, we'll see which team slows down the most. McAlester trailing 43-27. They have the ball to begin the second half of play. It's Morgan Zoomer who has the ball straight away. Mila Cole, Katie Ivy, and Rylan Less now on the floor against the Alma Lady Airedales, and we still have Jump Around playing right now over the speakers, and officials are trying to get the music to stop here. The buzzer keeps on sounding to try to get the alert.
There we go.
So the music is being played by someone up top while the scoreboard is being ran by someone down at the bottom. It reminds me of a story last time we went to the Fort Gibson tournament. Didn't you control the scoreboard once?
Yeah, apparently I did, according to a couple fans.
We'll talk about that story when we get the chance here. But Les now hands the ball to Zoomer, angle right. She'll take the angle right three. It's off the rim and rebounded by Alma. Yeah, we went to the Fort Gibson tournament back in 2019, 2020, somewhere around that area. And you were just having your iPad running stats at the time. And we were off in the corner, some random corner with a pop-up little table. And after a three-pointer went up in the air by Olivia Hughes, there's a heat check as she can miss. I didn't know that she could. Lesna got the rebound, and she's immediately fouled for the first foul of the third quarter. And Hughes has been so good, 26 first-half points. But, a fan for the team that we were playing against came up to you and was getting mad at you because you weren't changing the score on the scoreboard.
Yeah, because apparently the score was off by, I think it was like 4
points.
Yeah,
so. A bucket or two.
Yeah, and he was getting mad at me for not changing the score. I had to take my headset off and said, man, I'm on the radio. What are we doing?
Angle right. Zoomer looks back door for Katie Ivy. Wide open, just like Coach Bashirs drew it up. Bread and butter, 43-29. McAlester trails by 14. They're trying to get back into this game here, maybe with some stops to Alma. 6:40 left in the third baseline. Feeding it inside. Passes tip, but finds its intended target. Another minute. Getting those 2 points back quickly, Jaylee Morris, the sophomore. Again, this is a young team. There's only one senior on the two rosters of these two teams. As here's an inbound to Ivy. Ivy ahead to Zoomer. 6:21 left in the third. Zoomer going furiously towards the basket. Can't make the two, but she is fouled in the process. And McAlester will have their second and third free throws of the game. This trip to the free throw line is brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951.
Foul was on Jaylee Morris.
First free throw by Zoomer is good. See if the Lady Buffaloes can once again pull it within 14. She eyes the rim in a quiet gym. Free throws in the air ain't good. She is a perfect 10 of 10 from the free throw line on the 2025-2026 campaign. 45-31 McAlester, again down by 14, 6:12 left in the third quarter. Taking it up to the three-point line, completely left alone. You can't leave him at all alone. Collins Driscoll nails the three, and now they are 10 of 21 from downtown. McAlester just completely left Driscoll alone. That's the problem. Even though Hughes had the hot hand, they've shown that three different players can really drain threes all throughout this lineup today. Off a screen, Les now on the attack. Tries to get to the low post, but lost the ball in the process. At the high post, there is a jump ball, and it will go to Alma with the possession arrow favoring the green and gold here. 5:42 left in the third. Alma again up by 17, behind 10 of 21 from three. Driscoll dribbles up to the straightaway mark. Looked like there could have been a foul as Zoomer was pushed to the floor on a screen attempt. Back outside, setting up left wing 3. House, that one won't bounce in. Zoomer's got the rebound. McAlester trying to claw their way out of a 17-point hole behind the dynamite shooting of Alma. Dribbling in. Wild shot from inside the paint. Maybe a tough shot there for Zoomer. Zoomer's kind of wincing as she gets back up, but she'll charge her way to the other side of the floor. Hughes, no-look pass. Block shot by Rylan Lesnow in pursuit of Jaylee Morris, and that prevents the easy 2 in the low post.
Be the first block of the day for McAlester.
McAlester averaging 2 blocks per game this season. Hughes will do the duties to inbound. They'll lob it out straight away. Could have had the open 3. Threw it inside. It was Lesnow that tipped it loose into the arms of Cambry Zoomer. 48-31. They can keep on stringing together some stops and set up that offense. Coach Bashir's trying to coach her tail off here to bring her team back down. And Lesnow lost the ball again trying to attack. Stolen, 2-on-1. Having the numbers. Hughes faked the pass right, went up strong with the left. And she continues to be a McAlester menace, 50-31. I'm glad that she's in a different state.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate sign of respect I can have as a McAlester broadcaster here. She is so good, I'm glad that we don't have to play her again. Have a day, Olivia Hughes. Left wing, again, she has the defense being on all of them too. As Cambry Zoomer has it near corner, steps back for a 3-pointer that won't bounce in. McAlester still 0% from 3.
0 of 6.
Hughes, after receiving the ball, gives it into the corner to House. House one dribble to the high post with the pass to Driscoll. Driscoll right past Mila Cole. And Alma just continues to get better. 52-31. McAlester down by 21 points. And as we mentioned, the scoreboard is not indicative of how well McAlester has played in this game. Near corner, Morgan gets a screen by Cole. Looks inside for Cole. That one's cut off by, guess who, Olivia Hughes. Throwing ahead to Holt. Holt with the 2. Holt, good. Now McAlester is starting to show some weaknesses here. For the first time today, it's not so much what Alma's doing. It's more McAlester not handling the pressure again. Morgan's being grabbed by Olivia Holt. It turns into a tie ball. McAlester will keep the possession, but I thought that could have ended up having maybe some contact there by Hughes in the front court before the tie-up.
Sure looked like it.
3:29 left in the third. Far sideline. Ivy inbounds to Lesnow. Lesnow back to Ivy, left front court. Ivy feeds with the right arm to Zoomer. Thought about a long 3 herself. She was standing about 26 feet from the basket. She passes near corner to Ivy. Ivy tries going baseline, and we have a foul called in the corner.
Foul's going to be on number 3 for Alma.
Sunny Talley.
It's a third team foul on Alma. That is her second.
Ivy inbounds, tries to find Cole in the low post. Say the ball was last touched by Cole after it was hit around between her and a Lady Airedale. .312 left in the third. Hughes takes it down the floor and stops ankle right, picks up her dribble, feeds to a trailing Lady Airedale, throwing it low post, gathering it to the baseline, wide open. Haven Baxter hits the 3. They're all hitting them. It's contagious.
They hit their next one. They are 50% from 3 on 24 attempts.
I don't know the last time I've seen a women's basketball team shoot this well from 3. Lesnow with some nifty moves to try to get into the paint, but it leads to a tie-up and another turnover here on McAlester. McAlester had 5 turnovers at the end of the second quarter. How many turnovers is it up to now? Because I feel like it's snowballed here in the third quarter.
It is up to 9.
So they've had 4 turnovers here in the third quarter when they had 5 altogether in the first half. McAlester trying to play with urgency offensively, but again, if you don't play smart, it won't matter anyway. You're not going to get your shot to even go up. Around the perimeter, setting up again. Baxter for the left wing 3. That one's short and rebounded by Zoomer. It looked on target, looked good again, but just a little short. Off a screen, Zoomer crosses the timeline and settles into the left front court. 2:17 left. Zoomer tries feeding inside to Cole. Cole is tied up with a Lady Airedale again in the high post. We'll have another jump ball with Violet Watkins now. This time McAlester will keep the ball with a baseline inbound here coming up from Katie Ivy. Ivy looks, finds Zoomer. Zoomer off balance 3, short. McAlester still over from downtown. But as the ball went out of bounds, it was last touched by a Lady Airedale, so a third chance of points here for McAlester. Taylor Williams comes in. Mila Cole checks out. Ivy again looks, finds Lesnow. Turnaround jumper, low post, too strong. Lesnow gets the ball back and gets to the far corner. She's lucky she might not have picked up her 4th foul there. Lob inside, tries to feed it back to Lesnow. Lesnow couldn't handle it, but is last touched again by Alma as she was making her way along the baseline. Let's see if McAlester can get some kind of points here after having it for quite a while on this side of the floor. Down inbound, low post, bank shot in for Rylan Lesnow. And she's up to 4 points now for the Lady Buffaloes. Still a wide margin of deficit here for the Lady Buffaloes, 57-33 to the low post. Going in wildly, somehow got the ball to the near corner to Baxter. Baxter drives, kicks, left wing 3 is airballed. Offensive rebound right there, blocked, no! Looked like a blocked shot for Rylan Lesnow. They said that she got too much arm. Again, they are much closer to the ball than we are.
That'll be her 4th.
I thought Lesnow was in good positioning there for the block. But again, they're much closer than we are. And free throws coming up here for Alma. First free throw is good. That is McAllister's first foul of the 3rd quarter compared to Alma's 3.
Checking in will be Boatwright. Checking out will be Lesnow. Alma 3 of 5 from the free throw line right now.
Second free throw for Violet Watkins, I believe, is short. Good box out, but Williams never knew where the ball went. It was saved by Alma for the moment, but still leading to what is eventually a rebound is Taylor Williams after it was thrown right into her hands. 1:25 left in the 3rd and a 25-point deficit for McAlester. Pass high post, Williams looks outside, finds Morgan. Morgan off a screen by Williams. Stops, tries bounce passing low post. Could have been a foul as she tried to get it to the low post. There is a foul. Sunny Talley, it looked like Talley got around her and made contact with the right hip of her to knock that ball to the corner.
It'll be the 4th team foul, 3rd on Talley.
Ivy looks for an open Lady Buffalo, finds Morgan in the low post, backing up her lady into a double team, and she hits the deck. They call it travel.
She had her foot planted the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know where we got it travel there, at least on my initial glance. Of course, we don't have the benefit of replay today with our stationary camera that we have. But with 1:03 left in the 3rd, I don't think Morgan ever traveled there, though. Far corner. Instead of the 3, they give it to the low post. Double teamed outside. Ivy had well positioned to steal it, but it found its way to Brooklyn Holt, and there is a double dribble. And now Parker Cochran into the game for McAlester with 55 seconds left in the 3rd. She checks in for Boatwright, thank you. So it is Williams, Morgan, Cochran, Zoomer, and Ivy in the final minute of the 3rd. Again, McAlester played well in the first half. Just this 3rd quarter, they have not played nearly as well. Right front court, Morgan. Overhead pass near corner. Setting up for a 3 is Zoomer. She misses it. McAlester can't get back on their 3-point ball that they found yesterday for a little while. They were 44% from 3 yesterday, 0% today for the 2nd game in this tournament at 0%. No made 3s. 27 seconds left in the 3rd, and a lob into the corner is sailed out of bounds. McAlester basketball, 25 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. So the Buffaloes, unless they can find a major comeback against a team that just has simply not been able to miss from downtown or from inside the perimeter, they'll drop to 1-4 and await a critical 3-game district schedule next week. Zoomer into the paint, runner from 8 feet out. Somehow the hook shot falls.
Got 16.
Yeah, Zoomer's got 16 after having 12 in the first 2 games. 3-pointer at the buzzer. You gotta be kidding me. When it rains, it pours, and they got another one. Collins Driscoll hits one at the buzzer for good measure, and it's 61-35 over the McAlester Lady Buffaloes as we enter the 4th quarter on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
We're back in beginning the fourth quarter as the Alma Lady Airedales hit a buzzer-beating three because, again, they have just had their shot, and it's been a collective shot. It doesn't matter if it's Olivia Hughes or Collins Driscoll or Brooklyn Holt. They are firing off all cylinders, especially from downtown. Nate, you mentioned they have 12 made threes on 26 attempts, which is just absurd, especially at the high school basketball level. You don't see a lot of college teams. Here's another one. 24 feet out. Olivia Hughes got another one, and she's up to 29 points. 13 of 27 from downtown. High post. Williams was able to get around a Lady Airedale, and as she went up for the two, she's too hard off the glass. Last touch by Lady Airedale on the attempted rebound.
She's going to put up 30.
It's a nearly 30-point deficit for McAlester behind 13 made threes. Far corner, three-pointer up by Zoomer. That one rimmed out. McAlester on the other side here's a offensive rebound by Lesnow that she puts back in and good. McAlester down 64-37. You have a team that's made 0 threes and a team that's made 13. Who do you think's winning? Low post, 2-pointers up and way too strong. Rebounded by, looked like Williams on the rebound. That was Williams that ended up getting it, and now Zoomer takes it down the floor with a 64-37 deficit. Even if they can't win this game, trying to just get a little bit closer. Lesnow with the drive, had her shot blocked out of bounds. 7:04 left. Alma leading 64-37. They have had a magnet inside their basketball. It's awesome to watch. Here's a inbound to Taylor Williams, wide open off the right block. She makes the two. She's up in the double digits. She's got 10 points. It's awesome to watch if you're any team or any basketball fan other than the Lady Buffaloes.
Yep.
Because it's been a spectacle to see those kind of threes. That should have been a foul at McAlester. It wasn't called. Alma will try to save the basketball and get it. The left wing, cross-court pass right side. Lobbing low post. In to the paint area, right elbow getting cold to jump and up with the two, and making the shot is Jaylee Morris. Their shot won't miss. .6:25 left in the game.
This is almost more frustrating to watch than the Glenpool game, Brandon.
Just because McAlester has not done a lot of things wrong. It is what Alma's done right. Far corner, Lesnow. Trying to get the ball over back to Ivy in the left wing. She's fouled in the process.
And that'll be the second on Olivia Hughes. First team foul here in the fourth quarter.
Morgan came in. Here's an inbound to Lesnow. Lesnow to a feed to Zoomer. Zoomer cutting in. Right block, two. Good. Zoomer has played great as well. 18 points for the junior Campbell Zoomer. It's 66-41. 6 minutes left in the game. If I'm Olivia Hughes, I'm taking one from the circle. Why not?
Yeah.
She feeds it into the corner. Back over to Hughes. Again, Ivy's closed in on her. Passing inside. Goes sailing to the baseline. They save it for the moment before throwing it back out of bounds. A nice effort by Maddie House, but just couldn't get it back to her intended target. 25-point McAlester deficit. Again, just trying to go out strong. Because, like I said, chances of coming back in this one are slim to none, but you can still maybe make it back to at least a single possession game if you finish really strong. And that's not going to start it there with a pass inside that's intercepted. Lesnow well in coverage, trying to save it as Ivy in the corner, but can't do so. But the good news for McAlester is Lesnow was able to prevent an easy transition bucket. Going to force Alma to earn it the hard way. 5:31 left Inbound to Holt. Holt backs it on up straight away. Left-handed dribble drive out to the corner. Hughes, quick trigger three, is back ironed. And out to the far sideline, he goes out of bounds, touched by either the shooter or maybe a Lady Airedale tried to grab him and get around the high post area. But either way, it is McAlester basketball. We don't keep individual stats. We were able to just see the points up on the scoreboard that they have for Alma, but Hughes, I would love to see what she has shot from three today. She has 29 points. If I'm not mistaken, I think by herself she might have 8 three-pointers.
She probably does.
I don't think I've ever seen someone make 8 threes in the game. Ever. Like ever. Here's a pass inside, and it's going to be tipped and stolen by the Lady Airedales again. They throw ahead, and there'll be a foul called, offensive foul in the backcourt on Lady Airedale, well away from the basketball as Zoomer hit the deck. Now, I've seen Brandon Smith hit 7 threes in the game before, but I have not seen anyone, I don't think, hit more than 7 threes outside of now, today, Olivia Hughes.
Well, Olivia Hughes is going to the bench, probably done for the day.
Unless McAlester can make it a game here in the final 5 minutes. Again, I've seen crazier things. I think their chances of winning this game are really, really low, but the chances of getting it back to a single-digit deficit is not that crazy. They just have to shoot better and take better care of the ball than they have in the second half. Ivy throws it into Cole. Cole on the drive, went up for 2 and is fouled. So Mila Cole with 2 free throws. This trip to the charity stripe is brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. So the foul is on number 5, Collins Driscoll, her second personal, third team foul of the fourth quarter. Coach Bashir is coaching up Zoomer and Lesnow. Cole's first free throw is good.
She's got 6 points today.
Yeah, I think Cole could be on the... I think if Cole was named to the all-tournament team, it wouldn't be a surprise.
No, it would not.
Came in today 11 points per game on 56% shooting, 7 rebounds per game.
Not a bad tournament.
Like I said, 6 points today. Even though she's not one of the top 3 scorers, she has played well. Second free throw is back iron to say that. She gets her own rebound, though, in the corner. Lost it. Morgan tries saving it and can't do so as she slid out of bounds, but I love the effort there of Tinley Morgan along the far sideline. 66-42, McAlester down by 24 points. That's 3 touchdowns, 3 extra points and a field goal. Off the screen, right wing. Driving, kicking, right wing. Back into her old area was House. House on the dribble drive, back outside to Baxter. Baxter dribbles to the right elbow, back outside with a pass. Now the runner from in the paint won't roll in. It's Ivy with a rebound. 4:18 left in the game. Again, a reminder, boys are coming up next. Again, the game got moved from 5:30 to 2:30, so the McAlester boys are playing up next against Muldrow. Into traffic, wild shot. A lot of people hit the deck.
And no foul.
But not enough contact to draw the foul. And the ball went out of bounds, last touched by Lady Buffalo, so it'll go back to Alma halfway through the fourth quarter. And the game will start at 2:30, by the way, for the boys. They don't start early here in Sequoyah. They have been doing a really good job of starting on time and finishing games on time, too. Far corner drive. She got left alone. McAlester closed in on, though, quickly of number 32, Violet Watkins. She misses the layup. And on the ensuing rebound attempt, we have a jump ball. It'll be McAlester basketball.
Go down as a rebound for Ivy, her third.
Ivy coming into this game with 7 rebounds on the season, so her best board game of the season for the sophomore. 3:38 left in the contest. Right wing, Zoomer. Overhead bounce pass straight away to Lesnow. Lesnow looking inside the perimeter. Nothing is open. To the left wing to Ivy. Ivy looks back door. Lesnow tried to break open. Couldn't break open enough for Ivy to get the pass. Now Lesnow gets the top of the key. Lesnow the drive into a double team. High off the glass, can't get the shot to go. Offensive rebound, Tinley Morgan, triple team. She's fouled. Free throws for Tinley Morgan. We didn't have free throws in the second quarter, so this free throw attempt brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. You were going to say?
Just a fourth team foul on Alma. Foul was on number 24, Lauren Burdick, her first.
Morgan's first free throw is made. She is 5 of 7 from the line this season. Again, there have been 4 fouls on Alma, none on McAlester in the fourth quarter. 3:17 left in the quarter and in the game. Second free throw is bounced out. Comes loose. Alma with the rebound. Alma throws ahead. McAlester caught napping in transition. Less now closing in. They call a foul from the far sideline by half court.
Even though the official on the, that was 3 feet away from the play, didn't call a foul.
That's the second time today that I think that Rylan Lustau has had a clean block, but they get her with the foul, and now she has fouled out.
You can't call a 5th foul on that.
I don't think you can either.
That'll end her day. Parker Cochran will come in for her.
Rylan gets a much-deserved round of applause from the McAlester fans here. I think that it's been a frustrating day for McAlester, but not, like I said, not because they have played poorly, but because Alma they came out on fire and they never let up. They have been amazing. You have to tip your cap to Alma's. There's the first made free throw. McAlester had a furious and ferocious game plan, and they executed it very well in the first half, but Alma just would not let up, and that is the sign of a good team, and it looks like they're about to improve to their 5th win of the year. 68-43, 3:10 left. Zoomer into the circle, feeds with the right arm to Cole. Cole angle right, looks inside, nothing's open. Feeds it straight away, quick swing pass left wing, Zoomer spot up 3, painted it gold. McAlester finally hits their first 3 of the game with 2:52 left in it.
Zoomer's got 21 points today.
And she's still 11 points off of her career high 32 points that she had against the Ada Lady Cougars earlier this year. Not season, but earlier this year. Far corner, shuffling into the paint. Teardrop shot is up, and Cole clears the rebound. 68-46. Morgan on the drive, lobs it inside to Cole. Cole triple team down low, tries to spin it back outside, and it's stolen again by the Lady Airedales. McAlester trying to get it back, 2-on-3 in transition. Taking it herself all the way to the hoop is Violet Watkins. Excuse me, that's Maddie House, and it's 70-46. 7:09 left. McAlster's going to have more turnovers than what they probably expected to have in this one. Here's a nice pass by Cole, finding Parker Cochran. Around 2, Lady Airedales to be able to find that's intended target. Back to a 22-point deficit.
Those are Cochran's first 2 points of the day.
For Cochran, that is her 3rd and 4th points of her career. Straight away, drive right side. Riley Floyd in the game. Here's a low post 2 that's airballed. Ball has hit the deck and taken by Zoomer. About 90 seconds left. Zoomer down the floor. Zoomer crossing over, Lady pulls up. Oh, nearly pulled up. Now kept her dribble and gets to the low post and is fouled for 2 free throws coming up for Cambry Zoomer.
And McAlester will be in the bonus for the remainder of the game.
I think we're going to have enough time in between this game and our next game that we will be able to really go through a full post-game stats and also a boys preview.
Okay.
I don't think we have to hurry things up here. First free throw by Zoomer, rims out.
It's her first miss of the day from the free throw line.
Her first miss of the season. She was 10 of 10 before that.
Boatwright and Earhart check in. Ivy and Cole out.
Second free throw for Zoomer. That one bounces in after hitting off the glass through the hoop. Zoomer checks out, and that'll be it for the starters today for McAlester.
Needham checks in for Zoomer there.
70-49, McAlester down by 21 points. Again, they don't have a lot to hang their head about today. Here's a far corner 3 that is airballed by number 1 Brooklyn Holt. And rebounded by McAlester. Stolen back by Olivia Hughes, who gets the shot. Nope, she traveled first. So on the floor for Alma is Olivia Holt, or excuse me, Brooklyn Holt, Olivia Hughes. And I can't see the other 3 Lady Airedales down there.
32-0.
Violet Watkins, Brianna Whitworth, and I think Jaylee Morris is down there. Can't tell that. Yeah, Jaylee Morris is down there too. So Alma's got 3 starters currently on the floor. Here's an offensive foul, as that was Morgan that delivered an elbow to a Lady Airedale in the corner.
That's just the first on Morgan.
55 seconds left. Alma leading 70-49. Olivia Hughes 1 point away from joining the 30-point club. I know that she really wants to get that. She dribbles inside, tries to get it with this runner here that back irons. It's an offensive rebound, and then trying to rip it back loose is Tinley Morgan. Jump ball staying with Alma.
It's the 10th offensive rebound today for Alma.
Hughes inbounds to the right elbow. Wide open with a shot is Morris, who misses it. A long rebound will go out by the half-court line. In the backcourt, Brooklyn Holt has it as it was last touch on the shot. So that was not a backcourt violation. Hughes angle left into the corner. Spot up three by Watkins, won't go. Rebounded by Morgan down inside the paint. 22 seconds left. Morgan running to the right wing area, double teamed. Tries to again create separation. Now, she got to be careful with that. She was already charged with one offensive foul that way. Instead, it was a foul on number 1, Brooklyn Holt. That should be free throws because McAlester is in the bonus. And now we get free throws for Tinley Morgan. 17 seconds left. Morgan's first free throw won't go in. Too strong on the shot, and it tumbles off the left side.
McAlester 6 of 10 from free throw line right now.
Second free throw for Morgan is no good either. And with the rebound is Watkins. 14 seconds left. Hughes feeds it near corner. Inside, low post. Spot up 2, misses. Offensive rebound. Shot is blocked by Morgan from behind. And a rebound by, that looks to be Chloe Boatwright down low. And a foul called, no, not a foul, just jump ball, but it stays with McAlester. 3 seconds left. On the inbound, Morgan's got it. 1 second. There will be no shot at the buzzer, and that is the game. The McAlester Buffaloes fall to the red-hot shooting Alma. Lady Airedales 70-49 in this one to finish as 6th place in the Sequoyah Invitational here in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Let's go ahead and let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at your post-game stats and then get ready to preview the boys' game in just a moment on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, land soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top-tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
All right, so the McAlester Lady Buffaloes fall today to the Alma Lady Airedales, and even though some of these stats may look a little bit different than they did at halftime, I still think that McAlester played a pretty good game today. It's just that Alma, their three-point shot was incredible, and also at the same time, what it comes down to is you're going to look at these three-point percentages for Alma, and they still look incredibly impressive, but they are more impressive than what the final stat shows there as well. Some like last 2-minute, 3-minute three-point heaves weren't going for Alma, but for a majority of the game, they were shooting near or more than 50% from downtown. So let's go ahead and let's look at our post-game stats brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Nate.
All right, Cambry Zoomer was your leading scorer today. She had 22 points. I believe that's her season high.
It is I believe it's a season high, either that or the game that she had against Claremore, but that's at least her highest since that Claremore game.
Right. She had 22 points today on 9 of 19 shooting from the field, good for 47%, 3 defensive rebounds and a steal. Taylor Williams got into double digits, 10 points today on 5 of 7 shooting. She also had a defensive rebound. Next up, Mila Cole had 6 points on 2 of 3 shooting, both from the field and from the free throw line. She had 7 rebounds, 1 offensive, 6 defensive, and a block. Rylan Lesnow ended up fouling out about midway through the fourth quarter. She had 6 points today on 3 of 5 shooting, 3 rebounds, 2 offensive, 1 defensive, and a block. Katie Ivey had 2 points today. She also had 3 rebounds and a steal. Parker Cochran made her only shot from the field. She had 2 points. Tinley Morgan had 1 point today, along with 5 rebounds, 2 offensive, 3 defensive, and a block. Next up, Chloe Boatwright had 3 defensive rebounds, and that will do it for individual scoring. And now we'll move it on to team stats. Brandon McAlester still shot 50% from the field.
That's incredible. Shooting 50% from the field in high school basketball and losing by more than 20 points is really unheard of in this day and age.
Yes. And McAlester was 21 of 42, and Alma was 26 of 59, good for 44%, which not bad.
Yeah, but McAlester shot 6% better and lost this game by 20 plus.
And you're about to hear why.
Go for it.
Alma was 13 of 30 from three-point range, good for 43%. McAlester 1 of 10 for 10%.
At one point, they were hovering around 49% until the final, last 3 or 4 heaves from 3 didn't go.
Right. McAlester 6 of 11 from the free throw line, good for 55%. Alma 5 of 8 for 62%. Rebounding battle, dead even. 25 for each team. Alma had 12 offensive rebounds. McAlester had 5. They had 20 defensive rebounds for the Lady Buffs and 13 for the Lady Airedales. Turnovers, McAlester forced 9 Alma turnovers. McAlester had 16. 7 unforced and 9 steals.
That's 11 second-half turnovers.
Yes.
So that led to the further divide between the two teams. Again, McAlester was down by 16 at the break. Only ended up giving 5 extra more points, but a lot of it was fueled behind some turnovers and some transition buckets there for Alma.
Yep, and that is all I've got for team stats.
All right, so your final thoughts on this one before we get ready to preview the boys and get ready for this game.
I was a bit of a frustrating watch because, again, McAlester didn't really do anything wrong until some turnovers in the second half. Alma just could not miss from the field.
And again, it's fun to watch if you're a basketball fan, but if you're a McAlester Lady Buffalo fan, that's why it becomes frustrating, like you said, because you ever watch a game where you're just like, okay, yeah, well, what more can you do? And that was one of these games where it felt like McAlester played a good game, and they shot well. They shot their best that they have so far this season and still lost the game. And that's the way that basketball can go sometimes, and you just got to be able to build off that. Build off the good things you did today, because McAlester did a lot of good things. I don't think they have a lot to hang their head about. I don't think they have a lot to really correct outside of some second-half turnovers. There's not a lot more that you can correct. And it's weird to say that in a 21-point loss, but sometimes teams just play better than you on given days, and today that's what Alma did today. That's simply put what was the reason for the loss today. Is Alma shot better than McAlester from downtown, and you have to move on and get to district play next week, where you have East Central on Tuesday, you have Glenpool, a rematch with them on Thursday, and then you finish up 2025 at home against Pryor on Friday. Can you thank our sponsors one final time? And here in about 90 seconds, we'll get ready for the boys.
Yep, I'd like to thank Sam Wampers Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank N.A. Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports.
All right, we will take a break. Again, McAlester falls today. Final score of 70-49 to finish 6th in the 4th Annual Sequoyah Invitational in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, from the place where they play. We'll be back in 60 seconds previewing the boys here on KNED.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured, mechanical license number 0014445.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
Welcome back to the place where they play here in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. We just had the McAlester Lady Buffaloes game where they fell on a final score of 70-49 to finish up as sixth-place finishers here at the Sequoyah Invitational. Now it's time to preview the boys in the third-place game, trying to finish third in the fourth annual Sequoyah Invitational after winning the consolation championship a year ago. Let's preview the McAlester boys team as they dropped their first game of the season yesterday in a game that was uncharacteristic of what we've seen through the first few games for the McAlester Buffaloes. They are now 3-1 on the year, led by first-year head coach Lou Dawkins. McAlester, they won the turnover battle. They doubled Sepulpa on offensive rebounds. But free throws and Sepulpa's shot sunk McAlester. Sepulpa shot 59% from the field to 41% from McAlester on the same amount of shots, and 47% from three to 38% from McAlester. Furthermore, McAlester missed 15 of their 31 free throw attempts and a 16-point loss. Also, McAlester led by 10 before a Sepulpa 16-0 run from the end of the first to the beginning of the second led to a lead for Sepulpa, and they didn't lose that lead after that in a final score of 80-64. The 6A Sepulpa Chieftains continue to wreak havoc, doesn't matter what sport it is, on McAlester Athletics, it seems like, over the last few seasons. But that didn't mean that we didn't still have some good performances so far in this tournament, as Rodney Washington has averaged 19.5 points per game on 50% shooting so far. Brandon Smith has had 14 points per game on 48% shooting. How about Davian Pouncil, 15 points per game on 52% shooting. Also, Kaven Hill with not too shabby of a tournament either, 7.5 points per game on 50% shooting. Devion Pickham rounding out your starting five. His stats have gone like this for this tournament: 5.5 points per game on 36% shooting and 2 steals as well. Now let's look at the 4A number 17 Muldrow Bulldogs, who McAlester is playing today. Last year they averaged 56.2 points per game, giving up 48.1. They've only played in 3 games so far this season. They are averaging 60.7 points per game, so they do know how to light up the scoreboard as well. They're giving up 55 points per game. The last time that McAlester played Muldrow, well, you're going to have to go back 13 years ago, nearly to the day. Again, today is December the 13th. Their last game was on December the 11th, 2012. McAlester lost that game 71-60, so we're looking to avenge a loss 13 years in the making. Looking at Muldrow from last season, led by head coach Terry Collins, by the way, in his 9th season, they are 116-91 at the helm. They were 21-8 last year. They placed at 3rd place in the Sequoyah Invitational, trying to do that again here this year. They were Roland Tournament champions and Chakotah Tournament champions. They lost an area to Bethany, 49-37. How they got to today? They beat Glenpool on day 1, 76-45, and then they lost to Alma, 63-48 in day 2. Looking at a player to watch, well, Tegan Collins is the top player to watch that we're able to find information on. He actually has an Iowa State football offer. He has a 6'3" senior guard/forward combo. Now let's look at some players to watch for the McAlester Buffaloes as they're trying to finish 3rd place here today on day 3.
All right, Rodney Washington is my first player to watch today. Yesterday against the Chieftains, he stuffed the stat sheet, scoring 15 points, bringing down 7 rebounds, while also recording 2 steals. We'll need to see a similar performance today against the Bulldogs of Muldrow. Second up, Brandon Smith. He was the leading scorer yesterday, scoring 16 points on a very efficient 54% from the field and 2 of 5 from 3-point range. It was good to see the 3-point shots start to fall for TNT. And typically when it starts falling for him, it starts to snowball in the best way for this Buffalo team. And Brandon, I've got a new player to watch that hasn't made it into players to watch until today. That is Jacoby Boyd. He was someone we highlighted during the game and the post-game show, but towards the end of the third quarter against Sapulpa, he provided some high-quality minutes, playing great defense, and Coach Dawkins rewarded that by having him start and play the majority of the fourth quarter with the starters, and that could prove invaluable for this Buffalo team today against Muldrow. Keys to the game, Brandon, I think you know where I'm going with this one. Free throws, free throws, free throws. Yesterday against Sapulpa, McAlester missed 15 of 31 free throws. That simply cannot happen against any team, much less a talented 6A team in the Chieftains. Make around 75% of your free throws and you're already off to a much better start against the Bulldogs. Next up, continue to protect the ball. McAlester only had 15 turnovers, which is slightly high, but that is a number that can be lived with when you're hitting your shots from the field and free throw line. Don't make any bad passes or give Muldrow an easy opportunity for a turnover. And finally, up the pressure on defense. When this McAlester team is playing their best, they are flying around the ball, putting pressure on every ball handler on their offense. Use your length and athleticism to your advantage today, and you can very well walk out of here with that third-place trophy.
All right, we have about 4.5 minutes until we begin the boys' game. Again, the third-place game here today, as we've had some time changes here. The seventh-place game is actually going to be the last game of the day today because that's also going to be for the Sequoyah Indians. They all agreed to be able to switch some games up because Lincoln Christian's football team is playing in the state championship game today. That game might have already ended by now, or maybe it's getting close to that. But again, McAlester, with the time change, trying to make sure it doesn't change them up, is the Lincoln Christian. Yes, Lincoln Christian Bulldogs ended up defeating Sulphur in the state championship game 24-21. So congratulations to Lincoln Christian there. And then they'll also play later on tonight in the seventh-place game against the host team, the Sequoyah Indians boys team. So we have about 4 minutes until our starting lineups are announced, and we have tip-off. The McAlester Buffaloes are going to be wearing their road black jerseys, I believe with the gold numerals. As for the Muldrow Bulldogs, they'll be the home team on the scoreboard wearing their home white-on-white uniforms. This game brought to you by Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, LLC, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, WE Offer Propane, The Bank & A, Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports. I'm Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. We'll be back in about 3 minutes here on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank N.A. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
It's time for the third place game of the Sequoyah Invitational. I'm Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. It's time for the boys game. Let's look at our starting lineup, starting with the road team on the scoreboard, wearing their road black-on-black uniforms with the gold numerals. 3-1 on the season, led by head coach Lou Dawkins, the McAlester Buffaloes. Starting number 1, junior power forward, Devion Bickham. Junior number 2, point guard, Brandon Smith. Sophomore, number 3, guard, Rodney Washington. Junior, number 5, guard/forward, Davian Pouncil. And number 24, sophomore forward/center, Caven Hill. For the Muldrow Bulldogs, they're wearing their home white uniforms. Looks like it is also, is that maroon or black on the numerals there for the Bulldogs?
Okay, so the starting lineup on the scoreboard is incorrect.
It's number 1, Tegan Collins. Yeah, they put the wrong one on the scoreboard there. Number 1, Tegan Collins. Number 3, Jesse Kalink. Number 4, Andre Massey Jr. Number 11, Deshaun Wilson. And number 32, Parker 7-star. In the Muldrow Bulldogs, 17th ranked in Class 4A, 2-1, led by head coach Terry Collins. We're about to have tip-off. That's brought to you by T&W Tire. McAlester, say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. Call 918-426-6571. Any final thoughts here before we get started with the third-place game, Nate?
I'm excited to see what this game's going to bring. A couple teams I think are going to be matched up pretty well with each other.
Devion Bickham inside the circle along with 7-star. There's the whistle. Ball's in the air. Tip is won by who? Out of bounds. I'm going to say touched by Muldrow. It's won by McAlester then. It's basketball time here in the Heartland. McAlester will be shooting on the left side of the half-court line. So again, left side of your video screen and radio dial. Muldrow will be on the right side here in the first half. Washington passes angle left to Brandon Smith. Smith coming off a really nice game a day ago of 16 points on 54% shooting. He does an entry dribble inside the perimeter, gets into the paint. Free throw, rather 8-foot jumper will go and got it, and one for Brandon Smith. Great start to the game there. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Brandon Smith with the right-handed floater.
Haven't put who that foul's on yet. It'll be the first team foul on Muldrow.
In a nearly completely empty gym, and well, quiet gym. It's not really empty. First free throw and only free throw by Smith is missed. He gets his own rebound, though, back outside. Washington drives in to the free throw line to the right elbow. Bickham outside to Pouncil. Pouncil angle left, throws it. Free throw line jumper by Washington, rims out. And it's rebounded by Andre Massey Jr. Can we just not take any more shots around the free throw line? That seems to be our one weakness. Pass to the baseline, into the corner, double teamed, and in a lot of trouble is Kalinick. And Kalinick has his pass stolen. Davian Pouncil one-on-one towards the glass. Pouncil right past his man, can't score. It is offensive rebound by Pouncil. Low post, spin around jump shot, won't go either. McAlester, the struggles of yesterday already creeping in here in the first minute, not being able to make those contested shots by the hoop, and already a missed free throw today. McAlester, though, still leading 2-0 could not convert on the turnover. Straightaway three for the lead. For the Bulldogs, it's Deshaun Wilson that drains it.
Oh, my.
Did Caven Hill walk across the baseline?
Yes.
Hill got the basketball.
And Hill immediately check out.
He grabbed the basketball to inbound it, but then walked across the baseline.
Just to take it himself.
Jasper Meat will check in, and now Muldrow gets the ball back.
That can't happen.
6:51 left in the first. And Muldrow tries to inbound, and there was
offensive foul.
Either that or 5 seconds. I think it's just 5 seconds. Okay. I don't think it's an offensive foul, just a 5-second violation. Inbound to Brandon Smith. McAlester down by 1, so that was no harm, no foul there on that turnover. Smith was raced step for step with a Bulldog down the floor. Passes left wing to Pouncil. Pouncil straight away. Feeds to Bickham. Angle right. Bickham dribbles right. Jump stop. Mid-range. Back outside. Top key to Washington. Washington on the attack. Dribbled off of his foot and stolen by the Bulldogs. It is Kalinick going down the near sideline, and he's fouled by Smith.
Be the first team foul on McAlester. Brandon Smith, his first.
6:28 left in the first. Muldrow with a 1-point advantage. Kalink will inbound near corner. Throwing down inside. 2-pointer up by 7-star. He got it over Jasper Meat and one. And a chance to complete the 3-point play here for Muldrow. McAlester scored on their first possession. They've gone scoreless since. And Muldrow has routed off 5 straight, looking for 6. Parker, 7-star with plenty of size down inside the paint. 6'9" senior center there for the Bulldogs. Slight bend in the knees. Free throw is up and good. And it's a 6-2 lead for Muldrow. Inbound Smith. Smith will slow jock it. Guarded well by Kalink as he gets to the circle. Coach Dawkins telling his team to move around the floor. Passes left wing to Bickham, inside to Washington. Washington low post, back outside Bickham. Traveled but didn't get the call. Back outside to Washington. Near corner three is in the air. It's short. Goes after his own rebound along the baseline. He's fouled by Javion Mays.
Be the second team foul on Muldrow. Foul's going to be on number 0. Javon Mays, his first.
That earlier foul was on Jesse Kalink that we never really could get the number for to the scoreboard. Mays checks out. Coming back in is Wilson, who hit the earlier 3. A lot of early substitutions here for the Bulldogs. Inbound, left wing, 3-pointer by Washington. Looks good, is good. Paint it gold. 6'5", McAlester down by 1. Washington, a 53% 3-point shooter.
Is that good?
It ain't bad through 4 games on the season. He only took 7 shots from the field yesterday. He took more than that, but he was fouled on a lot of those attempts. It led to 7 of 11 from the free throw line for Washington yesterday. Near corner, pump fake, Collins driving, triple team back outside, wide open far corner 3 by Kalink is clanked off the iron. 7-star with his height advantage gets the rebound high post, gives it off to Kalink, throws it low post. Smith throws it off of a man, and what awareness by TNT to give McAlester the possession in there. Never even grabbed the ball, really, just palmed it and threw it off of a Bulldog to give McAlester the ball down by 1 with 5:28 left in the first. Muldrow wants to press. Bickham needs to get rid of it. Bickham lobs it into dangerous territory. It's stolen by Kalink. Kalink far corner. Back out into the front court, back to Kalink, angle left. With his heels near that far sideline, he'll start his dribble and work in the front court. Pass to the 7-star working outside the perimeter. He'll make his way back in after he gives it up near corner. Contested 3, clanks off the iron, rebounded by Pouncil. Pouncil ahead to Bickham. Bickham, 3-on-1, doesn't have the numbers. Attacks anyway to the low post, has a shot blocked by Andre Massey Jr. Bulldogs going the other way up by 1. Kalink gets the ball along the baseline, nearly traveled. Back outside right wing into the low post area. Double team, foul called. No shot made, but shots coming up at the free throw line. Foul's on Rodney Washington. That is his first.
Team third here in the first quarter.
McAlester off to a slow start. 2 free throws for Andre Massey Jr.
McAlester just 2 of 7 from the field right now.
First free throw, no good. And Hill checking back in for Meat. Massey Jr. looking to make this a 2-point game. Quick shot is nothing but net, and it's 7-5. Muldrow on top of McAlester. Inbound to Smith. Smith will be guarded by Kalink as he walks across the half-court line to the left front court area. Getting a screen by Hill. He works right off that screen. Smith on the drive. Smith double team. Goes off of his back step with a fadeaway jump shot. Tough shot from mid-range, won't go. Throwing to the other side, Collins, guarded up by Washington. Up with the tough two, he got it over Rodney Washington. 9-5 Muldrow on top. Ahead to Smith. Smith racing towards the low post. Contested two, can't make it in. McAlester still struggling. Contested two's inside the paint. And Caven Hill gets a spin that bounces off the back iron and off the glass and in. And it's 9-7 Muldrow up by 2 after McAlester makes the most out of it with that second chance points provided by the offensive board by Brandon Smith.
That's already his second offensive rebound today.
Left wing Kalink gets it to the short corner, dribbling it back outside is Wilson. Wilson's hit the only 3 so far from Muldrow. After giving it up, he gets it back angle left. He's got plenty of space between him and Washington, but Washington's got the wingspan. 7-star from straight away, almost banked in the 3. Rebounded by Hill all alone. Halfway through the first quarter, McAlester down by 2. Hill dribbles it up, passes it off, angle right, gets a screen by Hill. Washington pulls up, free throw line jumper, way off. I don't know if that even hit the iron. It looked like it hit off the bottom of the backboard on the left side of it. 3:43 left in the first. Straight away, 7-star passes left wing. Inside, low post. 1 guarding 1. That's Collins against Bickham. Now straight away 3 by Wilson is too strong. And it's Smith that comes up with the rebound along the baseline. That's 4 rebounds for him so far. Smith passes angle left. Pouncil finds a lane to attack. Can't get it to go on the shot. Looked like he could have been fouled. Whistle was not blown. Now the rebound by Muldrow going the other way. Up by 2 on McAlester. Open 3 if he wants to take it. That is Massey Jr. that won't make it. Bickham's got the rebound. Some poor shooting so far from both of our teams in the first quarter. Near corner, Hill sets up for a 3. That one's short. Offensive board, Pouncil contested 2. Low post, got it and 1. That's what we've been looking for. Davian Pouncil ties up the game and gives McAlester a chance to take the lead.
And here is where you need to convert your free throw opportunities.
We'll have Ty Moscato come in just to give McAlester a little bit of a breather here because it looks like they've just been running back and forth. There's really been no stoppages because we haven't had a lot of made shots. Also coming in, Case Patton. Looks like Smith and Washington both come off the floor. The free throw is made by Pouncil after it bounced around quite a bit, but McAlester taking the 10-9 lead. That's their first lead of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
2:56 left in the first.
Oh, wait, no, we scored.
Other than the Brandon Smith 2 to start the game.
Yes.
Near corner, Collins tried going baseline. Whistle was called. And a foul on McAllister's Davian Pouncil.
That'll be his first, team 4th.
One more sends Muldrow to the line for the remainder of the quarter. On the floor, it's Pouncil, Moscato, Patton, Bickham, and Hill. Angle right with the ball. Edward Zanders has come in for the Bulldogs. He dribbles slightly inside the perimeter and gets it back outside to number 3, Kalink. To Wilson. We're slowing things down a little bit offensively for Muldrow. They've been quick with the attack today. Handing the ball off top to Key Zanders. Zanders back outside. Angle right 3 by Collins is in and out. Flying for the rebound is Pouncil. He'll clear it. McAlester up by 1. Bickham's got the ball angle right. Bickham dribbles in. Short corner 2 is in the air and off the iron. Tough shot, but Hill's got the rebound at the moment. Up for 2. Got it and 1 again. Caven Hill. Another chance at a 3-point play here for the Buffaloes. Their 3rd and 1 of the first quarter.
That's the 4th team foul on Muldrow. First foul on number 1, Tegan Collins.
Bickham comes out. Washington comes in. 3-point McAlester lead. 2:14 left in the first. Hill at the line this season, 7 of 9. Bends a knee, shot is up, and misses the free throw. This one gets hit out of bounds, touched by Pouncil on the rebound attempt. And that'll allow for some Bulldogs to check in.
And Brandon, we talked about in the pregame, 1 of 3 from the free throw line right now. Still early, but
McAlester wants to press a little bit on the inbound, but they'll fall back as it's number 4, Andre Massey Jr. that takes it up the floor against Washington. 2:05 left in the first. McAlester doesn't want to get a foul here in the dying minutes of the first quarter. Low post back outside. Massey Jr. throws it top of the key. Again, both teams with 4 fouls. Both teams 1 foul away from the bonus. Don't have any fouls to give. Massey Jr. backs up Washington. Inside the perimeter, back outside. Closing in quickly, it's Pouncil on Zanders. Swinging it to the near corner with the pass. A lob top of the key. Sidestep right. Palmer into the game. Feeds it off into the corner. We have a foul called and free throws coming up.
Foul's going to be on Case Patton, his first, team 5th, and like you said, 2 free throws.
At first, we were getting ready to inbound the ball, but yes, that
I'd have taken it.
It's putting Muldrow at the free throw line. It's Andre Massey Jr. with 2 free throws to try to cut the deficit down to 1 if he can make them both. What is Muldrow from the free throw line? Again, I know it's early.
Muldrow, I believe, is, 2 of 3.
And make that, as that tumbles off the front iron, make that 2 of 4. Jacoby Boyd coming in, one of your players to watch coming into this one.
Very excited to see what he's going to bring to the table today.
And for Davian Pouncil, he's provided some quality minutes really every game he's come in so far this season. He's had a good stretch of 3 or 4 games in a row. Second free throw is made. Splitting the trip at the line is Massey Jr., and it's 12-10. Washington got the ball, feeding it from Patton. He drives to the rack, can't score as he left it short. Washington just unable to finish at the rim there. Now dribbling inside the perimeter and getting it right back outside is Zanders. Zanders feeds it with a bounce over to the front court.
Good transition defense by Boyd there.
12-10, McAlester is up by 2. Free throw line jumper for the tie. Got it. Massey Jr. evens it up, 12-12, 1:15 left in the first. Patton works it across. Patton stops free throw line. Patton feeds it back outside, angle right, Washington. Washington works it further back towards the half-court line. Passes over to Hill. Hill stops right elbow, takes the pop and shot. 2, got it. Nice shot by Caven Hill. Have yourself a first quarter.
He's got 6.
14-12, McAlester retakes the lead. 51 seconds left in the first. Patton guarding his man. The bounce pass into the circle to Palmer. Guarded by Patton. Angle right pass. Moscato nearly took away a pass there at the top of the key. Good job by Moscato. Lob out to the far corner now. Quick pass back inside, having the advantage. And with the 2, they make it 7-star with a great feed from Palmer in the corner. It's a 14-14 game. Boyd, yeah, that's a foul. That's an offensive foul. Should be an offensive foul on Boyd. Yeah, that's one of the easiest calls you're going to find. And since that's an offensive foul, there'll be no free throws. But Boyd, like he was doing an offensive pass interference, pushed his man to try to get that ball.
That'll be his first.
And now 2 officials are speaking with each other. Are they trying to say if this should be? I think
this should not be free throws.
Also, I think they're trying to see if it's a intentional foul.
That's not an intentional foul. This should not be free throws.
Since
folks.
It's an offensive foul. Well, also, they might be saying because it's an off-ball foul. But right now, all the officials are trying to get together to see what this is. Again, I'm not going to try to act like I know what this should be, but I don't believe this should be free throws because it seems like it's an offensive foul. If there were to be a charge, you wouldn't see free throws here. Coach Dawkins gets an explanation.
They're giving them free throws.
We're getting free throws. Again, I'm not going to say one thing or another because if I'm not clear on the rule, I don't want to make sure that I say something and look like an idiot. So Jamari Palmer will get his free throws, but I didn't think that we'd be getting free throws here. First free throw is missed, and it's still tied 14-14. Hill comes out. Meat comes in. Second chance to give his team the lead, Jamari Palmer. Right foot slightly in front of the left. Bends the knees, shot in the air, and a lead for Muldrow. Splitting the trip, 15-14. Meat needs to inbound the ball, finds Patton. Patton draws contact with Kalinka as he gets across that court line and stops on a dime between the circles. Works opposite of a screen of Meat, drives in, runs into a man, and we have a charge called on Patton. Muldrow getting the ball back.
And that's 2 on Case Patton. Brandon Smith will come back in. Along with Gianni Fascio. In for...
I think he came in for Hill. 14 seconds left in the first. See Smith, Washington, Meat, Boyd, and Fascio on the floor.
It was for Moscato.
7-star within the front court. Passes near corner. Climbing high to grab it is Palmer. Back outside right wing. 2 seconds left. Three-pointer is airballed. Rebounded by Washington at the buzzer. And that's the end of the first quarter. Muldrow leads by 1 after 1 quarter of play. 15-14 the score on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
As we begin the second quarter, Muldrow is leading McAlester by 1, 15-14. But Nate, you found some pretty interesting stats at the end of the first quarter.
Yes, Muldrow is shooting 1 for 8 from the field, or sorry, 1 of 8 from 3. McAllister's out-rebounding Muldrow by 5, and McAlester is down in this game.
McAlester shot 33% from the field in the first quarter combined to, I believe it was 43% for Muldrow, right around that area.
I think so.
But despite that 10% difference in shooting, McAllister's only down by 1. So again, you could look at things on 2 sides of that coin. Muldrow will get the ball to begin the second quarter. On the floor for McAllister is Boyd, Smith, Washington, Pouncil, and Meat. 7-star with it, angle left. Bounce passes back. Off a screen, with it was Wilson. Wilson has the ball tipped into the air, taken back by Kalink. Kalink bounce pass low post. 7-star brings down the hoop. 2-handed dunk. 6'9" man raises high and brings it down. 17-14. McAlester down by 3. Good ball movement there by the Muldrow Bulldogs. Left front court. Washington works off a screen by Meat. Just inside the three-point line, backs up his man back outside. Long 3 by TNT. Painted goal. Tie game.
He's got 5.
That was from Tahlequah High School. Driving in quickly, trying to retake the lead are the Bulldogs. As flying down the floor, catching McAlester napping was Tegan Collins. And it's a 19-17 Muldrow lead. We'll take a timeout with 7:14 left in the half on KNED.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
Coach Dawkins calling timeout after that sequence where McAlester fell asleep after a made 3, not getting back in transition to prevent the easy 2. And it was a full line change for McAlester after that breakdown. Case Patton on the floor with Caven Hill, Ty Moscato, Devion Bickham, and Johnny Facio currently has it in the front court between the circles. Facio off a screen, dribbles angle right, picks up his dribbles, gets it to the corner to Patton. Patton feeds inside to Hill. Hill goes up, has his shot blocked. The top of the key with he gets his own offensive rebound. Bickham tried feeding it into the corner to Facio, and he had the ball stripped away from him. Collins taking it down the floor and stopping straight away. McAlester down by 2 to Muldrow, 19-17. Pass angle right to Kalink. Kalink has the ball come loose, last touched by Moscato, who applied the pressure on Collins. We'll have a couple of substitutions coming in. Looks like Mays and Palmer in for the Bulldogs. There'll be a baseline inbound here for Palmer. Guarded by Moscato in the inbound, right at the glass baseline. Palmer looks, lobs, finds 7-star high post. Coming open in a 2-handed dunk attempt is missed. Bickham's right there playing keep away with the Bulldog, but it's taken again by Muldrow. Angle left far corner, pump and drive, baseline, feeding it back outside, wide open, straight away 3 by Palmer is money. 22-17 Muldrow on top of McAlester, 6:14 left in the half. Good ball movement. Nice hustle plays by Muldrow there to be able to get the second chance 3-point ball. Bickham dribbles with the right hand and backpedals it on up near the circle. Bickham feeds top the key to Hill. Hill's left alone. He'll take a long 2-pointer that is off the iron and no good. Hill was about a foot away from trying to take a 3 there and went with the long 2 instead, about a 18-foot jumper that missed. Near corner. Muldrow now with the basketball, bounce pass, low post, double team, back outside. Pass is tipped right into the arms of Hill. Hill, 3-on-1, doesn't have the number. It's attack 7-star for the 2. Couldn't get it to go. Bigham's flying in for the rebound, near low post. Gets it inside to Hill. Hill too strong on the shot from the left block. And McAlester still really bad from the field right now when it comes to shooting. 5:29 left in the first half.
They cannot buy a paint in the bucket buy a bucket in the paint right now.
I would like to buy a paint in the bucket. That's what you usually do when you go to like a home improvement store.
Yeah.
Where else do you buy it? Low post, back outside, straightaway 3. Muldrow can't get the 3. That was halfway down the hoop and popped out on the attempt from Tegan Collins. Bickham has the rebound and takes it down the floor himself. 5:05 left in the half, and McAllister's getting ready for another near full line change. Bickham's got to get rid of the ball. He's guarded up well. Tries to give it to Patton. Patton has it poked loose into the backcourt. Patton double-teamed, and he's fouled. Looked like it was Jamari Palmer that applied that pressure, but they're calling the foul on Deshaun Wilson. And here comes the line change for McAlester. 22-17 Muldrow on top of McAlester with 4:56 left in the half.
Nearly a full line change. Devion Bickham will remain on the floor.
Smith will inbound by the half-court line to Washington. Washington guarded by Wilson. Now starts his approach. McAlester not good from the field so far today, trying to change their fortunes here with 5 minutes left. And Washington dribbled off of his own leg, and it's stolen again. Going down the floor for a layup attempt. They're going to call that a block shot by Boyd. Ball goes out of bounds. I think that was a foul. I think Boyd got away with a clear grab of the right wrist, and I think Muldrow has the right to be upset. But officially, it will go down as a block for Boyd. As the ball went out of bounds after that sequence of events, it's Muldrow basketball. Bounce pass near corner. Collins draws contact with Boyd. Boyd right with him, pokes it loose. Smith's got the steal. Smith 2-on-2. Smith to the low post, jump stop, Euro step. What a beauty. Brandon Smith, 22-19.
He's got 7.
4:20 left in the half. I think it's safe to say that Brandon Smith has found his footing here in the early season. Far corner, Wilson. Guarded by Washington, feeds it between the circles to Mays. Mays bounce pass right wing, looking inside for 7-star. 7-star got the goods down in the low post, 24-19. He is such a improvement down there in the low post. Here's a drive for Pouncil. Pouncil is fouled and one. What I meant by improvement, 7-star has the advantage over really everybody on the floor with his size and athleticism, but Davian Pouncil gave him a taste of his own medicine.
Yes, he did.
This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. That's what we've been waiting for. McAlester being able to score with pressure on them inside the paint. That was something that really hurt them yesterday against Sepulpa.
And here's the next step.
Pouncil hits the free throws. It rattles home. McAlester down by 2, 24-22. Halfway through the second quarter.
Pouncil's got 6.
Massey Jr. guarded by Bickham. Angle left. Looks, cross-court pass near corner. Thought about the setup through his Mays, and we have a foul inside. I think it's going to be called on Hill the way that he reacted. And it is on Hill.
It'll be his first. Team first here in the second quarter.
Buffs are having a hard time trying to keep Parker 7-star contained. He's a matchup nightmare down in the post for a lot of teams that you'd play this year. There's an inbound near corner, grabbed by Wilson. Wilson bounce pass, high post, lobbing back outside. Now on the attack, Wilson, that's Mays for 2. He's fouled. I think that might be on Hill again.
Yes, 2 consecutive fouls on Caven Hill. His team second here in the second quarter.
So Javion Mays to the free throw line, the 5'9" senior guard. Muldrow not in any foul trouble at all according to the scoreboard. They just have 1 foul on every player on the floor. McAllister's got 2 fouls now on Hill as the first free throw is made. Bickham has no fouls. Smith has 1. Washington has 1. Pouncil has 1.
Muldrow 5 of 8 from the free throw line.
This to make it a 2-possession game if Mays can sink the second free throw. It's in the air, and he does not. Tumbles off the front side of the iron. It's Pouncil with the board. Quickly, McAllister goes the other way. Washington low post. 2-pointer up, and the layup good. Right over 7-star. Smith got the steal on the inbound. Throws it to Washington. Washington high post, far corner. Smith weaving through traffic. Throwing it back out. Washington climbs high to grab that ball from going into the backcourt. 3:20 left in the half. Washington on the drive. Left-handed shot. He does the splits as he comes back down as he was fouled. Washington will go to the free throw line with his team down by 1. Brandon Smith is so good at reading an inbound He's gotten 4 or 5 steals, it feels like, on that play alone this season.
He's already got 2 steals today.
So Washington with a chance to give his team the lead if he can make both these free throws. Down by 1 right now. First free throw is good. Washington, a 66% free throw shooter.
Checking in will be Jasper Meat in for Caven Hill.
Going back to Washington with a tie game right now, he's a 68% free throw shooter in this tournament. For the lead, and he got the Buffalo bounce. It makes both of them 26-25 so far. Knock on wood, McAlester better at the line tonight than they were, or today than they were a night ago. 1 point lead, 3:09 left in the half. Lobbing inside, finding 7-star. 7-star nearly had a shot blocked by Washington, just a tad bit too late on the backside help. Muldrow retakes the lead 27-26. 7-star with 11 points thus far, leading all scorers. Right wing 3, Washington merely in, and a foul called in the low post on Davian Pouncil, saying that he pushed off of Massey Jr. to get that what would be offensive rebound.
That'll be the second on Pouncil. Team third here in the second quarter. And Johnny Fascio checking in for
someone.
Maybe?
It keeps on coming off and coming on.
Either let him come on or don't.
What's the holdup? McAllister's coaching staff is
a very normal thing.
If it's a foul, why are they not letting Fascio come onto the floor?
Okay.
Fascio will not be allowed on this sequence. They haven't blown the... That's mind-boggling. I don't know why they wouldn't allow Fascio to come in that type of situation. If someone knows, I would love to know. 7-star, angle right, bounce pass near corner. Kalink with the ball, guarded by Smith, top of the key, finding a lane, free throw line, back outside to Kalink. Kalink has a pass inside, swatted loose by Smith out of bounds. Smith is flying around everywhere, and now Fascio is finally allowed to come in for Pouncil. 2:36 left in the half. Muldrow with a 1-point advantage over McAlester. Kalink inbounds wide open, low post two is good by Andre Massey as he got loose from the Buffalo. Washington with his team down by 3, lobs to Smith straight away into the corner to Bickham. Bickham back to Smith, pump fakes, back outside near corner Bickham. Bickham dribbles into the paint, hook shot, good! Devion Bickham, nice 2. McAlester back down by 1, 29-28.
He's got 2 today.
I know yesterday was a frustrating game for Bickham because he had a lot of those shots that just wouldn't go, and also the foul trouble he got in. Great return there for the junior Bickham. McAlester down by 1, trying to get a stop here with 2:04 left in the half. Angle right, Kalink. Massey Jr. standing by the circle, back to Kalink, angle right, inside for 7-star, double team, back outside. On the drive, Wilson runs over Bickham, no call, to the top of the key, Kalink for 3, too strong, flying high, Meat with the rebound, and a foul called on 7-star. That's his second.
It'll be the 4th team foul on Muldrow here in the second quarter.
It's been a back and forth game. We'll have some more substitutions in for Muldrow.
I mean, this feels like the same situation.
That's what
wasn't
I was thinking.
allowed.
I was thinking the same thing. It's the exact same situation. And now we're slowing things down. They're
allowing a third sub
that was coming off from the bench that wasn't coming in at first at all. Edward Zander's coming in now for Parker, 7-star.
Okay, now is when McAlester needs to take advantage with 7-star off the court.
McAlester down by 1. 1:44 left in the half. 1 point McAlester deficit. Jasper, top of the key, hands off to Washington. Straight away, 3 for the lead. Painted gold. Straight down the chute, McAlester tying their largest lead of the game, 31-29. Don't let him set up. He's going to knock it down nearly every time. 53% three-point shooter, Rodney Washington straight away. Smith hit the deck, keeping the ball. Passing angle right is Palmer. Palmer into the corner. Kalink thought about the 3, closed in on quickly by Meat. 1:13 left in the half. Kalink guarded well by Meat, all over him. Pass goes to the left wing. Dribble in, stepping right back out, top of the key. McAlester, defense right now suffocating, driving, kicking, far corner. 3 is in the air and back ironed. Meat's got the rebound. Great defensive sequence by the Buffaloes. Minute left in the half. Buffaloes up by 2. Washington feeling it towards the rim. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line. Teagan Collins tried to get an emphatic block on Rodney Washington. Nearly got it, but got a lot of his arm first.
That's his second personal, and McAlester will be in the bonus for the remaining 53.3.
Washington takes a deep breath, bends the knees, right foot slightly in front of the left, and makes the first free throw. 32-29.
Washington up to 11 points here in the first half.
Officially the largest lead for McAlester today. I don't think we've had a lead much larger than 4 points by either team today.
I think you're right.
Washington's second free throw is good after it takes a bounce off the glass. McAlester leading by 4 points, 33-29. 50 seconds left in the half. We'll see if McAlester can end the half strong. Left wing, Kalink. Kalink looks inside. Nothing's open. Passes straight away. Quick swing to the right wing to Palmer. Palmer back top of the key to Zanders. Zanders one dribble to Kalink into the corner to Wilson. Wilson, left-handed feed to the left front court to Mays. Mays guarded by Bickham. McAlester in this man-to-man defense. Right wing on the drive, getting past his man, feeding it inside, blocking off the passing lane is Rodney Washington as they were looking along the baseline for Javian Mays. He'll stay with Muldrow in a 33-29 McAlester 4-point lead. 28 seconds left in the half. Looking, they'll inbound, mid-range, trying to get it back outside. Brandon Smith is able to hold on to it and get the tie ball, and Smith will be rewarded with a steal there because McAlester owns the possession arrow. That's 3 steals in the first half for Brandon Smith. Bickham ahead into the front court. Bickham waiting for his trailing offense. Picks up his dribble, right wing, and Coach Dawkins, as soon as he saw him pick up that dribble, uses his second timeout of the game. We'll take that timeout with them. 17 seconds left in the half, and a 4-point McAlester lead on K.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
33-29, McAlester up by 4 points, looking to strengthen their lead before the end of the first half. Coach Dawkins uses his second timeout. Muldrow has all 5. Smith will inbound far sideline with Washington, Bickham, Meat, and Facio on the floor. Inbound into the front court to Washington, 15 seconds. Washington guarded well by Wilson. Washington to the right wing. Washington into the paint, and he was grabbed up high around the neck area, and there'll be free throws coming up for Rodney.
If anything, that's an intentional foul.
So Rodney will get 2 free throws here because McAllister's in the bonus. I don't know if it was intentional, but he was grabbed up high there, and that's a dangerous play. Foul was on Edward Zanders. So free throws for Washington, bends the knees. First free throw is no good off the front iron. Washington 4 of 5 from the line today.
McAlester has the team 6 of 9.
He'll take a deep breath, down low to rebound should he miss his Meat and Bickham, and it doesn't matter because we have a lane violation, and it's on McAlester. He missed the free throw anyway. It's the second or third lane violation we've had on McAlester so far in the early season. McAlester comes up empty on that offensive possession, 33-29. Kalink and the Bulldogs trying to close it in. Pass outside, Wilson, long 3. He left it short. Washington with the rebound, 3/4 court shot. Good if it goes, and it's off the right side of the glass. McAlester will take a 4-point lead into the second half. Well, it hasn't always been super pretty, but McAlester still with a 4-point lead, and they have a little bit of momentum going into the break as well, as they really played a great second quarter to build it into that lead. We will take a break and look at some halftime stats. When we return, you're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home a new Nissan. More tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with a Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carbs hard, land soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Welcome back to the place where they play the side of today's championship Saturday of the Sequoyah Invitational. Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. McAlester leading 33-29. We mentioned it right before we went to the break, Nate. It wasn't always pretty there in the first half, but McAlester still able to close out the second quarter well and lead by 4 as we're going into the halftime stats. That's brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
Okay, Nate, take it away.
All right, Rodney Washington was your leading scorer in the first half. He had 12 points on 3 of 8 shooting, 2 of 4 from three-point range, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds. Next up, Brandon Smith had 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting, 1 of 1 from 3. He had 3 rebounds, 2 offensive, 1 defensive, along with 3 first-half steals. Next up, Davian Pounce with 6 points on 2 of 5 shooting, 5 rebounds, 2 offensive, 3 defensive, along with the steal. After that, you've got Caven Hill, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Devion Bickham had 2 points in the first half, 1 of 3 shooting. He had 3 rebounds, 1 offensive, 2 defensive. After that, Jasper Meat had 2 defensive rebounds, and Jacoby Boyd had a block in the first half. And let's see, that will do it for individual scoring in the first half. We'll move on to team stats. Muldrow shooting a little bit better from the field than McAlester is. Muldrow 11 of 24 compared to McAllister's 12 of 28. Muldrow 46% from the field, McAlester 43%. After that, McAlester shooting much better from the free throw line today. 3-point line. 3 of 6 from 3, good for 50%. Muldrow just 2 of 15 at 15%. McAlester 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Still not as high as you might want it, but definitely an improvement from yesterday. Muldrow 5 of 9, good for 56%. McAlester is dominating the rebounding 18-10. McAlester has 7 offensive rebounds compared to Muldrow's 1, which is very surprising.
Yeah, not because they don't grab rebounds, but also because you're facing a guy in Parker, 7-star, who's just an imposing figure down at the paint at 6'9", clear size advantage over everyone else on the floor, his team included. So for McAlester to be able to win this rebound battle by 8 so far is very not just surprising, it's also impressive.
Yes. Both teams have 6 turnovers. Difference there. McAlester has 5 unforced turnovers. Muldrow only has 1 unforced turnover. And both teams have 1 block as well.
Okay, so as you go to the second half, if McAlester wants to hold on to this 4-point lead, because again, they were only down by 1 yesterday to Sapulpa, and that ballooned into what was a 16-point loss. If McAlester wants to improve upon a 4-point lead in the third quarter and really make their way into getting a plaque to bring back home to Pittsburgh County, what do they need to do here in the next 2 quarters?
Continue to find your shot on the offensive side. The Muldrow defense has been playing you tough. Trying to, just really, the paint has been an issue today for McAlester, converting, around the restricted area. If you can start converting those.
Last 2 days.
Yes, last 2 days, that's been an issue. So if you can start converting those, you're going to be in a much better position. And cut down on the unforced turnovers. 5 in the first half, not exactly what you want, but it's not horrible either.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the primary thing. Of course, continuing to make your free throws.
Yes.
And until we find ourselves a couple of games in a row where we're continually hitting our free throws and maybe getting at least 67% or 68% or higher, I would say that that's always going to be a key to the game until we can show that we can consistently make those free throws. But McAllister's in a good spot right now. They grabbed the momentum going into the second half, and momentum can be a heck of a thing when you're trying to win a game, especially in the game of basketball. 33-29, we'll see if McAlester can cling on to that momentum and build on it as we go into quarter number 3. Again, those are your halftime stats. Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. Thank you to our sponsors for putting us on the air for this entire tournament and all season long. That's Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fitton Nissan McAlester, WE Alford Propane, The Bank & A, Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports. We will hear from these sponsors and be back in about 2 minutes at the start of our second half of our third place game at the Sequoyah Invitational between the McAlester Buffaloes and the Muldrow Bulldogs boys in just a moment on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
You're joining us at the beginning of the third quarter. We have switched sides. Now Muldrow on the left side of your video screen and radio dial. Again, wearing their home white uniforms. The McAlester Buffaloes will now be on the right side. Cross-court pass to the near corner. Wilson on the drive, stopping left elbow, back outside. Right wing three is airballed on a rainbow shot, missed it. Going the other way, Rodney Washington with the drive. Rodney with the layup attempt. He left it short, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2 attempts here. Brandon Smith with that rebound, long pass to Washington. He'll try to earn them the hard way.
Foul's going to be on number 4 for Muldrow. That is Andre Massey Jr. That is his second.
This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Washington's first free throw is nothing but net. McAlester continues this run that they've gone on going back to the second quarter. It is a 6-0 run for McAlester that has gone to a 5-point lead. Again, not an empty gym whatsoever, but a quiet gym right now. Second free throw by Rodney is good. And McAllister's up 35-29, 7:38 left in the third. Good start to the third quarter for the Buffs. Massey Jr. passes along the front court, right near the half-court line to find its way to Kalink. Kalink to the short corner. Looking inside for 7-star. It's a cross-court pass instead for Massey Jr. for the three that back irons it. There's a fight for the rebound in the corner, and it's last touched by the Bulldogs. They'll be McAlester basketball again after forcing 2 missed threes in the first 2 possessions of Muldrow. Hill will inbound to Washington. 7:18 left in the third. Washington will slow walk it across the half-court line, guarded by Wilson. Wilson gets a screen by Hill, dribbles it right. Wilson, or rather, that's Washington, stopping angle right. Back pedals and passes outside over to Pouncil. Now to Smith, who takes it all the way to the circle. On top of that Sequoyah S logo. Works off a Bickham screen, dribbles left. Passing far corner to Pouncil, attacking baseline. Now stops back outside to TNT. Between the circles to Washington. Washington working off of the screen by Bickham. Lost his own dribble. Wilson closes in on him. Now gets it back inside the circle. Washington to the top of the key. Still having trouble with the dribble. Back outside to Bickham. Bickham going baseline. Lost control on the handle and was fouled by Massey Jr. in the process. Nothing really seemed to materialize there for McAlester, but Bickham tried to take matters into his own hands, and it led to the third foul on Massey Jr. and back-to-back fouls on him to start this third quarter.
And checking in for him will be Javon Mays.
Pouncil looks. That's the second time that we have done that today. Davian Pouncil, instead of inbounding the ball, just dribbled it across the baseline. Hill did it earlier, and Pouncil just did it there on a baseline inbound. I have never seen it happen before in the high school level, and we've had it happen to the Buffaloes twice today. Washington guarding a fellow number 3 in Kalink. Kalink hands it off to Wilson. Wilson still being guarded by Washington. Pesky defense here leading to a steal by Pouncil. Pouncil behind the back dribble. Gets past his man ahead to Washington. Washington into the corner. Smith for the far corner 3, left it short. 7-star with the rebound. McAlester trying to get back on defense. Muldrow trying to push it into the corner. Wilson open for the 3. He'll make it. 35-32, and it's a one-possession game, 3-point game.
That's only their third make from 3 today.
Smith being trailed from behind, lost the ball, gathers it back high post, somehow finds his way to Pouncil. Pouncil on a wild drive. He almost got the and one, but 7-star picks up his third foul.
That's big. You need to start attacking him.
Davian Pouncil with free throws coming up.
That'll be the third team foul on Muldrow here in the third quarter.
Pouncil is a 50% free throw shooter so far this season. He was 2 of 4 from the line yesterday against Sapulpa. His first free throw is good. McAlester back to a 2-possession lead. 36-32 against a top 20 team in 4A in the Muldrow Bulldogs. Their only loss coming yesterday to Alma, who's playing in the championship game against Sapulpa. Second free throw is short. Ball's hit in the air. Hill tries to grab it back, but it's reached up high and grabbed by Tegan Collins. So splitting the trip at the line there is Pouncil. Collins with it. Quick swing pass right wing to Kalink. Kalink guarded by Washington. On him, nearly traveled. Passes back over to the right side where Kalink originally was. The top of the key behind the back dribble by Mays. Mays attacks on Pouncil. High shot off the glass. Tipped around. Still tipped. Grabbed by Kalink along the baseline. Heels near that baseline out of bounds line. Back outside the perimeter, far corner. Mays on the drive. Came loose, taken back by Collins. Collins on the drive. Mid-range floater. Fadeaway was missed and rebounded by Bickham. Far sideline Smith. 5:13 left in the third. Smith slow jogs it and waits for his offense to take shape. Bickham setting a screen. Instead, Smith wants Hill to come up and set one. Works to the left of it, picks up the dribble in the front court, bounce passes to Hill. Angle right, Hill begins his attack to a double team, low post. Caven Hill, what a beauty of a drive. 38-32, 6-point lead again for McAlester, 4:51 left in the third.
Hill's got 8 today.
Near corner, Wilson looking at a hand up high by Washington. Ball finds its way around the left elbow area, back out top of the key, feeding it back out. Left wing three by Klink, looks good, is good. And all of a sudden, Muldrow's finding their three-point shot. McAlester trying to get Muldrow napping. A long pass to Pouncil, already on the right side of the half-court line. Pouncil feeds it into the corner to Bickham. Bickham guarded well by Mays. Gets around him, stops. Long two up and can't bank it in. Wildly off on the right side. Pouncil offensive board. While he was trying to go up, he is fouled. 2 free throws. Let's see who this is on. It's on number 1, Tegan Collins, because I know that 7-star was also in the area. So
that's his third.
So now 2 different Muldrow Bulldog players with 3 fouls apiece. And Pouncil, who split the trip the last time up at the line, gets 2 free throws here to try to make it a 2-possession game again. First free throw is good. 39-35. Muldrow has been consistently subbing today, led by 9th-year head coach Terry Collins, a 116-91 record at the helm. Pouncil's second free throw, and he split him again. There is a fight for the rebound currently, and it's going to be grabbed by Tegan Collins. And Muldrow will make their way down the floor. And trying to find 7-star, they nearly hit a cheerleader in the process, threw it way too high for the 6'9" senior. And McAlester will try to work off of that turnover, up by 4 points, 39-35. Smith in the backcourt halfway through the third quarter. Smith takes it, guarded by Palmer as he crosses the half-court line, gets a screen by Hill. Gets another screen by Hill. Now has a lane, attacks it, reverse layup, won't go. Offensive board, Pouncil has the shot blocked by 7-star, and he takes it out of thin air. 39-35. Collins lost the dribble, stolen by Pouncil. 2-on-2 on the drive. Pouncil attacks 7-star, left-handed layup, left it short. Ball's on the deck, and a grab by 7-star, and that's a foul. It's a foul once you lost it there. Again, I think that Pouncil was expecting contact by 7-star, and 7-star left him alone, and the layup was just blown.
That's the third personal on Caven Hill. First team foul here in the third quarter.
McAlester not playing terribly, but also playing far from their best.
Yes.
39-35, 3:35 left in the third. They have definitely left points off the board again. Wilson off the screen, dribbles right to the top of the key to Collins. Collins tries to get past Washington and gets to the near corner, and a foul called in the high post area. This one will be on number 1, Devion Bickham, but the good news is that's only his first.
Right.
It's team foul number 2 on McAlester. Muldrow has 4. And they're going to allow Jasper Meat to check in here. And Facio will come in as well. So Bickham comes out. Someone else has got to come out because we have 6 players on the floor. It's Caven Hill. 39-35, 4-point McAlester lead. The inbound goes to 7-star. He'll throw it outside the perimeter to Collins. Collins backpedals, passes angle right to Wilson. Wilson into the corner. Ball finds its way to Palmer. Quick swing pass left wing. Collins lost the dribble on the drive. Stolen by Pouncil. Pouncil ahead to Smith. Smith on the drive. Smith, wild shot, came up, and there's going to be offensive goaltending on Davian Pouncil.
That was going to bounce in,
It looked like it was about to bounce in as well. That would have been 2 points for Brandon Smith.
He said that will go down as a miss.
And Davian Pouncil was expecting the put-back dunk. Instead, it's an offensive goaltending. We have had some blunders today mentally. Pouncil with a near steal outside, far corner threes in the air by Muldrow. That one takes a bounce and then sets on top of the backboard and nearly sat there, nearly went to take a nap there. And there's a foul, number 5 here of the quarter on Muldrow after a rebound by Jasper Mead. We almost saw something that I've never seen before. By the way, there should be free throws by Jasper Mead coming up because that is foul number 5. They don't. We're going ahead.
Okay.
That's foul number 5. McAlester should be having free throws. They never put it on the board. Cross court to the right wing. Brandon Smith gets a screen by Meat. Dribbles it off of his foot. Stolen. Tegan Collins the other way. He's having trouble with the ball. Gets it back by Pouncil. Now he drives past Pouncil. Low post 2 is good. 39-37, McAlester up by 2. I don't know why we never had free throws. That was foul number 5.
They still haven't put the foul on the board.
They never put the foul on the board. Driving is Pouncil. Pouncil into the paint. Traveled all the way there. I said McAlester hasn't playing terribly. They're starting to play terribly. They have had struggles in the late third quarters this season. They had it against Durant. I say the season this week against Durant, against Sepulveda yesterday, and they're starting to do it against Muldrow here. Not so much physical blunders like missing shots. It's more so just mental mistakes.
I mean, walking the ball across the inbound line.
Pass low post, and a foul called on Meat as he fouled 7-star.
That's his second.
Team foul number 3. That's the second time this week that we've seen a 5th foul come up on the board, or should be on the board, and we don't get free throws.
Yep.
Here's an inbound that hits off of a Buffalo, finds its way to a Muldrow Bulldog, and a foul called in the low post on Facio. Free throws coming up for Muldrow.
It'll be the 4th team foul on McAlester. Facio's first.
So Teagan Collins with a chance to tie the game here for his Muldrow Bulldogs. First free throw is no good, short. McAlester will keep the lead here. Okay, we got, hey, Coach Dooney checking in with us. He said that was a kickball earlier. That wasn't a foul. It looked like he raised his hand for a foul. That's what I was thinking. Second free throw was made. Again, thank you. Again, we're trying to do multiple things at once. Sometimes we miss things as well. So that was a kickball, not a foul earlier. Brandon Smith races it across the floor, 39-38, 1:50 left in the third quarter. Washington off a screen by Meat to the top of the key goes. Reverse direction, pulls up right wing 3, drew contact. Shot doesn't go. Coach Dawkins is begging for the foul called. Doesn't get it. Kalink down the floor for the lead. Washington! Hard block off the glass. The other way. Brandon Smith driving. Gives it up for Meat. Low post 2 is good. Timeout called by Coach Dawkins, 41-38. What a swing of events. 1:28 left in the third quarter. The McAlester Buffaloes lead by 3 here on KNED.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
41-38, the McAlester Buffaloes on top of the Muldrow Bulldogs in what has been a game that the largest lead that we've seen has been 6. So it's been another tight game for the Buffaloes here, where they've struggled at the end of third quarters 3 different times this week. But maybe that block by Rodney Washington leading to the 2 by Jasper Meat will lead to some momentum going into the fourth quarter. We still got 90 seconds left in the third. Facio, Smith, Pouncil, Washington, and Meat on the floor. Nobody with 3 fouls yet from McAlester. Knock on wood, I say yet. Kalink, right front court. Passes to the left front court to Jamari Palmer. Palmer with plenty of space between him and Facio. Between the circles, quick swing pass to Kalink, right wing, and we have a whistle called off ball. Again, I can't tell you what I saw because I was following the ball here.
And that's the third foul on Jasper Meat.
But that's foul number 5 there on McAlester in the third quarter. They went from 1 foul to 5 quickly down this last stretch. And it leads to free throws here for Muldrow with a chance to tie, well, not tie the game, but pull it within 1.
And Meat is actually the second player with 3 fouls. Caven Hill has 3 as well.
Gotcha. That's why Caven Hill came out earlier. But McAllister's 2, I say major post-presence players over this tournament is both going to be in foul trouble into the fourth quarter. Maybe not too much of foul trouble, but they get one more and you're looking at it. 7 Stars' first free throw is made. And now it's 41-39.
Muldrow 7 of 12 from the free throw line.
Just to make it a 1-point game, 7-star looking for his 13th point, and he gets it. Nothing but net on both attempts. 41-40. Washington gets the inbound from Pouncil, and he goes down the floor with a dash of speed towards the rim and one. Rodney Washington. Lickety split. Chance at the three-point play.
He saw the lane, and he knew exactly what he needed to do.
Hit the nos, and by the way, that's foul number 4 on number 4, Andre Massey Jr., one of the starters for the Bulldogs.
He had just checked in, and he'll have to check right back out.
To make it a 2-possession game, Washington got the bounce. We've been getting lucky with that Buffalo bounce a little bit today. It didn't really fall for us yesterday, so it's good to see it roll the other way here. 44-40, McAlester up by 4, 52 seconds left in the third. Palmer working against Smith, dribbles all the way to the far sideline. Smith on him. McAlester got to be careful not to foul. Smith got the ball, tried throwing it off of Palmer as he was fading out of bounds, so not nearly a steal yet. Palmer, now it's stolen. Davian Pouncil towards the rim. He'll right-handed slam it. 46-40 as Davian Pouncil takes flight. 28 seconds left in the third. Now Pouncil. It has been a roller coaster game for Davian today. He's had a lot of highs. He's also had some blunders there, and that's another one.
That's his third.
So he picks up his third, but also with Muldrow being in the bonus, they get free throws, and you just can't allow that. You got to let them earn it there on that side of the half-court line instead of giving them points here, or possible points. So it's Wilson at the free throw line for 2 free throws. First free throw, no good. And even if he misses both of them, I still say it's not a great foul that you wanted to take there.
Yeah.
Because of the situation of getting Pouncil your third foul. We'll see what happens here with Wilson's second. It's in the air, and he made that one. He split the trip at the line, 46-41, 26 seconds left in the third. 5-point McAlester advantage. Smith will take it across. He's going to be met by a Bulldog as soon as he gets across. That's Palmer. Off a screen by Meat. Has a lane, attacks it, goes up for 2. Missed shot. 7-star right there in the area, has the rebound. 12 seconds left in the third. Trying to cut the deficit. Far corner Palmer to a trailing man. Back to Palmer, far corner. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3. Left wing Kalink. Kalink lost the ball. Got it back at the buzzer. 2 is up. Won't go. And that's the end of the third quarter. McAlester with a 5-point advantage as we head to the fourth. Put those 4s up in the air, Buffalo fans. 46-41 is our score here on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Here we go, final quarter of the Sequoyah Invitational for McAlester and Muldrow. Boys leading Muldrow 46-41. We have some substitutions as Moscato is on the floor, as well as Devion Bickham. Brandon Smith just got the ball. Rodney Washington and Jasper Mead also on the floor, the right side of the half-court line. McAlester with the basketball. Between the leg dribble, Smith passes to Moscato, straight away to the far corner. Mead pump fakes. Now looks for a man to come open. Now bounce passes into the corner, further into it to Brandon Smith. A 5-point McAlester lead. Stopping, attacking it back, hitting the deck, no whistle. Stolen by Muldrow, going the other way. 2-pointers up, they went for the dunk, and it still somehow tumbled through by Tegan Collins, and it's 46-43. Brandon looked like he got kind of hacked a little bit there. 46-43, McAlester still leading by 3 points. Jumping in is number 3. Can't get the shot to go in the paint. Rebounded by Kalink of Muldrow. Bickham trying to track him down to the top of the key for the tie. Collins got it. Tie game, 46 all. 5-point swing to begin the fourth quarter for Muldrow within a minute. McAlester attacking the paint. They're not getting it. They're trying to also get 7-Star into foul trouble. 7-Star has not gotten into foul trouble other than the 3 he had prior to this quarter. Smith trying to get away from Palmer. Passes near corner. Washington with a hand in his face. 3-pointers airballed. Climbing in. Devion Bickham got it and one. There to save the day, numero uno. McAlester retakes the lead. This trip to the free throw line is brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951.
Davian Pouncil will check in right here for Brandon Smith. Foul was on number 3. That is Jesse Klink, his second.
And also they are thinking allow Caven Hill to come in. Looks like
so.
they will for Jasper Mead. So Bickham at the free throw line this season, 60%. To try to complete the three-point play, nothing but nylon. 49-46, McAlester leading by 3 after they gave up that last 3 from Tegan Collins. Near corner, Wilson. Set up, now Collins to tie it again. Got it again. Tegan Collins has found a groove. He's up to 13 points, and we're tied again, 49-49. We're going back and forth to begin this fourth quarter, and as Wilson is draped on Rodney Washington, he'll pick up his second foul, team second. And what's kind of funny is we're starting to have Muldrow and McAlester fans kind of going back and forth against each other right now. McAlester fans kind of cheering, and Muldrow fans are giving it to the officials right now. Moscato will inbound to Bickham. Bickham on that Sequoyah S, dribbles behind the back, facing Kalink. Angle right to Pouncil. Pouncil guarded well by Collins. Throws it. Hill was trying to set a screen. He threw it to Hill, and it's stolen. Collins' Euro step layup is good, and it is Muldrow that takes a 51-49 lead. Pouncil ahead to Bickham. Bickham near corner, nearly lost it on his own dribble. Dribbles into the short corner, backs up his man. Turnaround jump shot for the tie, left it short. 7-Star with the rebound, and McAlester not the best start to the fourth quarter. Down by 2, 51-49. And we have a kick ball kicked by McAlester.
And Brandon Smith will check right back in here. He'll come in for Tom Moscato.
Tegan Collins. Again, last time we checked, Iowa State football offer on the table. He has just taken over the fourth quarter. All points from him in the fourth quarter. Near corner, throws it in 7-Star. 7-Star, easy turnaround hook shot. And they are dominating McAlester here in the fourth, 53-49. McAlester had a 4-point lead going into the fourth. Here's a dangerous pass stolen by Tegan Collins. One-on-one with Washington. Throws it down low to Kalink. Kalink's 2 is good. And McAlester down by 6. Trying to stop the bleeding. Caven Hill into the low post. He's fouled. Free throws for Caven Hill. Foul number 3 on Muldrow.
Foul's going to be on number 3. That is Jesse Klink, his third.
Tegan Collins. It's been individuals for Sapulpa and now for Muldrow that has made their presence known and taken over games. It's starting to happen to the Buffaloes again in the fourth. First free throw, though, made by Hill. McAlester has been outscored in the fourth quarter so far by 9. Second free throw for Hill. Misses the second. Once again, we split the trip at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Muldrow leading McAlester 55-50, and now all of a sudden they cannot miss here in the fourth. Smith guarding up man Palmer. Palmer tries to cross over Smith. Passes top of the key, and there's a timeout called first by Coach Collins. That's only his first used timeout. He's got 4 left. 5:19 left in the game. Muldrow leading 55-50 on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top-tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Bulldogs lead 55-50 as they completely taken over this in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. Muldrow will inbound. It'll be Wilson throwing it into the backcourt into Kalink. Now this is where things started to snowball yesterday against the pulpit for McAlester. They've got to calm things down and play their game. There's no 5-point shot in basketball. Right wing, Kalink looking to the top of the key. Long three by Wilson. You're going to let him have that, but he hits it. 58-50. Long three, and now, like I said, Muldrow all of a sudden can't miss. Hitting it out of bounds is Palmer guarding up Brandon Smith. All of a sudden, it's do or die time for McAlester, who had a 4-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Smith throws it out over to Washington, who grabs it near sideline. Washington racing past a man that overstepped into the high post area. Tough floater that he leaves short. Ball comes loose. Tough shot to take. Rebounded by Muldrow, and they have a chance to all of a sudden, after being down by 4, on the verge of maybe putting McAlester to bed. 58-50. Outscoring McAlester by 12 in this quarter. Far corner. Bounce pass inside. Wilson gathers it back. Double teamed along the baseline. Throws it. And a timeout called by Coach Collins. And he's got plenty of them. Now 3 left. 4:27 left in the game. We'll take a break with the Bulldogs leading the Buffs by 8 on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
I know time's not McAllister's ally, but I also feel like they need to slow things down when they have the ball. They're trying to play too quick, and they're playing out of control, and they're not getting the good shots that they want to take to be able to make them to get back in this game. 58-50, McAllister's currently on defense. There's a lob out by the front court, grabbed by Kalink. 4:25 left in the game. McAllister down 58-50, being outscored by 12 here in the fourth quarter. Smith guarding Kalink. Kalink stopping free throw line, back outside to Palmer. To Collins. Collins guarded by Washington. Washington applying pressure. Drives in, kicks late to Kalink. Kalink far corner 3. They can't miss. That might be the dagger, and it's weird to say with 4 minutes left in the game. They had not done this all game long. In the fourth quarter, it has been crunch time, and Muldrow has been that much better than McAlester in crunch time today. 3:55 left. 61-50. McAlester almost certainly needs to score on this possession. They don't. They throw the ball right away. McAlester has started to crumble. Right wing, Kalink. 3:40 left. Kalink looking inside the perimeter, starts his dribble left side. Kalink bounce passes far corner to Wilson. Wilson double teamed. He dribbled it off of a Buffalo, and it will go out of bounds. Muldrow basketball. Collins will inbound baseline. Right up the glass. Looks, lobs out, Kalink, angle right. Kalink guarded by Smith. Backpedals on up. Guards against Smith. Lost the ball. Smith's got the steal. Smith to head over to Bickham. Bickham on the drive for the layup. He lays it home. McAlester brings it back down to a 9-point deficit. Again, game not over. McAlester can get a lot more steals like that. They've been able to show they can do it against teams like Durant. But Muldrow, no offense to Durant, a little bit better team than Durant. Near corner 3, Wilson for another one. This one misses a neglected heat check here for Muldrow as it's McAlester basketball, and the rebound attempt that goes out of bounds. I think they made their last 4 threes in a row before that. Smith inbounds to Pouncil. 9-point McAlester deficit. Got to overcome it with 3 minutes left. Do or die time now. Pouncil in the front court. Pouncil guarded up by a man. Passes out to the circle. Off the screen. Smith Dribbles right side to Washington. Washington driving. Washington runs into 2 men, bounces it off. Unlucky bounce, won't go. 7-Star's got the rebound. Hill's trying to grab it back, and there'll be a foul called on McAllister's Caven Hill. That's his 4th. Team first on McAllister with 2:40 left. Looked like that was going to go in the entire time there by Rodney, and it just popped out.
And a lot of contact, too.
Washington's been trying to draw that contact into the paint. There's a lob near sideline. Grabbing it is Hill, or rather, that's Pouncil. Now there's a steal by Washington. Washington throws it to the near corner to Smith. Big 3 on the way. Almost made the 3 and 1, but he is fouled on the 3-point attempt, so Brandon Smith will go to the charity stripe. Now Smith, historically, in his now 3-year career at the high school level, has been good at the free throw line, but struggling so far this season at 4 of 10.
That's the 4th team foul on Muldrow, so next foul will give McAllister free throws for the remainder of the game.
First free throw, good. Good start there, getting McAllister down by 8. Still plenty of time. They don't have to be rushing a whole lot offensively. Second free throw is good. This to make it a 2-possession game, 61-54. The last of 3 free throws for Brandon Smith. Bends the knees, shot in the air, left it short, tipped around. Pouncil's got it, chance at points, Pouncil got it! That is a 4-point possession for McAllister, and it's 61-56. All of a sudden, a 5-point game for McAllister being down by 11. That's how quickly that they can score. We call time for someone to have a word with Bickham, who Bickham is guarding the inbounder. And now they can go left and right along the baseline. They'll throw over to 7-Star. 7-Star trying to beat the press. Back over to Wilson. Wilson back to 7-Star. 7-Star throws it away to the far sideline, and Muldrow beats the press. Left wing to Kalink. Kalink guarded by Washington. Into the circle. Yeah, that's a foul. That's a foul. Kind of Washington made a little bit too much contact with Kalink by the circle.
That's his team second at the 4th quarter.
That's a foul that you absolutely can give up. 2:10 left in the game, 5-point deficit, inbound far corner. Collins tried throwing to the low post, and we had a...
That's the 5th on Caven Hill. He's done.
That was off ball as they were trying to get it down low to 7-Star. And Hill has fouled out. Hill's got to come out. No one has come off the bench for McAllister. Hill has fouled out.
I would have to imagine Jasper Meats coming in here.
So Hill will check out. Coach Dawkins weighs his options. And he'll roll with Jacoby Boyd here with 2:08 left in the game. 61-56. Be a baseline inbound here. That's the 3rd foul on McAllister team-wise. And there's a foul in the low post, and it's an offensive foul on 7-Star.
And he has fouled out. Oh, no.
That's his 4th.
I thought that was his.
That's his 4th. Muldrow fans are irate, but really it looked like, again, just off a quick glance, it looked like he had a big old hold of a McAllister jersey and kind of stiff-arming, trying to get that separation.
Yeah.
Now McAllister will get the ball down by 5. 2:07 left. Throw over to Pouncil. It's tipped loose by Collins. Collins got the steal. Collins 3-on-2 to the near corner. Wilson will hold the ball with 2 minutes left in the game. And Bickham, that's a quick foul called on Bickham against Wilson.
Just his 2nd.
Team foul number 4. When you get turnovers forced like that, at least those fouls like that, you've got to be able to keep control of the ball after that. That pass will go in a little bit further. As there's a pass that's tipped by Brandon Smith. Goes ahead to Boyd. Boyd towards the rim. Boyd, wild shot. Won't go. Rodney Washington with a tip in. And McAllister down by 3. They have rattled off the last 8 points in a row with 1:45 left. Can they do it again? Inbound. Wilson in trouble. Throws to Kalink. Kalink still in the backcourt. Closed in on by Brandon. Ball comes loose. And a timeout called. No. They're going to say that he still had possession when the timeout was called. And we'll take that timeout as well. 61-58, McAlester down by 3. They've rattled off 8 in a row with 1:38 left in the game on KNED.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Muldrow leads McAlester 61-58, but McAlester has rattled off 8 in a row. Can they complete the comeback with 1:38 left in the game? Both teams don't have any fouls to give before they send someone to the line. Klink races across the half-court line, passes to, that is Wilson. Wilson tries to get past Brandon. Brandon right there with him at the moment at the circle. Off a screen to the right front court he goes. Guarded by Bickham. Bickham feeds. Stolen by Boyd. Boyd towards the rim, one-on-one. Up for 2. Got it! Jacoby Boyd makes it a 1-point game. Into the corner, double teamed. Wilson throws it across. Walks the tightrope far sideline. Throws it to the low post. 2 is up and made by 7-star. 1 possession game though. 63-60. 60 seconds left. Brandon Smith, left wing. Passes to Washington straight away. Washington, right wing. Off a screen by Bickham. Near corner, drives baseline, tough 2, got the bounce! 1-point game, 63-62. 45 seconds left in it. Wilson passes far corner, grab, hit. Devion Bickham came from behind and hit Parker 7-star, and it will be free throws for 7-star on the other side. I don't mind that foul.
Yeah, I was going to say, not a bad foul there. That's only Bickham's 3rd. And you're making them earn the 2.
Dude, I'm so impressed by Jacoby Boyd, man.
He has really grown. And remember, folks, he is just a freshman here.
7-star with 2 big free throws. First one. Got the bounce. Looked like it hit every part of that iron. And it's 64-62. Couple Bulldogs go down low. Should he miss? 7-star playing with 4 fouls. Bends the knees, shot in the air, and got them both. 65-62, 2 clutch made free throws. Smith gets the inbound, buffs down by 3. Ahead to Pouncil. Pouncil one-on-one with 7-star up for 2, misses the shot, and a rebound. Big rebound by Collins, and a quick foul called on Bickham. That's been just another one where McAlester, last couple of games, they've not been able to, and it's easier said than done. We're not saying it's like they're missing wide open layups, but they have not been able to make their shots in the paint contested. It just has not happened. And Tegan Collins, it's just 1 made free throw will make this a 2-possession game, and it really forces McAlester into a tough situation. Collins' first free throw is good as it takes another Bulldog bounce. Looked like it was going to be short at first, and then with the help of the glass, it fell through. So it is a 2-possession game. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Second free throw is good as well. Clutch at the free throw line for the Bulldogs, 67-62, 5-point game. Got to score in this possession. Brandon drives. Brandon too strong off the glass. Rebound, that could be ball game. Collins has got the board, and a foul called on Devion Bickham,
and he's fouled out.
The free throws on the other side, and McAlester is going to almost certainly fall in this one. A game in which they led by 4 going into the 4th quarter. The Bulldogs went and took it. That's now 2 McAlester players that have fouled out. And now, like you said earlier, you thought it was going to be meat. It won't be meat. McAlester needs shooters. So they bring Ty Moscato out on the floor. 2 made free throws makes this a 3-possession game and almost certainly puts McAlester to bed. First free throw is made. 68-62. This to effectively ice it. Made them all. 69-62. Made 6 consecutive clutch free throws. And McAlester down by 3 possessions. 7-point deficit. Nearly a travel by Smith. Step back right wing 3 by Washington. Airballed, and that's the game. 7-star grabs the rebound. Don't need a foul. Down by 7. 12 seconds left. Coach Dawkins tells McAlester to not completely lay off, but don't foul. Far sideline. And we have a 10-second violation on Muldrow with 4 seconds left, but it won't matter. McAllister's going to lose 2 in a row here. They're going to lose to the Muldrow Bulldogs, who outscored McAlester at this moment by 11 in the fourth quarter. Inbound to Smith, 3 seconds, 2 second, left wing 3 at the buzzer. Goes as it rattles home, but it just makes the score look a little bit better. Final score, the Muldrow Bulldogs. McAlester pulled it to 1 in the final minute, but they fall to Muldrow, the 17th ranked team in Class 4A, 69-65 to finish 4th in the Sequoyah Invitational. We'll take a break and we'll return with some post-game stats. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Welcome back to the place where they play here in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, as the McAlester Buffaloes fall to the Muldrow Bulldogs by a final score of 69-65. McAlester led by 4 going into the fourth quarter, but the Bulldogs outscoring them by 8 in the fourth. McAlester was able to bring back what was at one point an 11-point deficit. At one point, they were outscoring McAlester by 15 in the fourth quarter. Buffaloes brought it back down to a 1-point game, but could not complete the comeback as the Bulldogs hold on behind clutch free throws made at the end. They made 6 consecutive clutch free throws, with it being a 1-point game at the time, and McAlester could not continue to get the offense to have the shot fall, and it led to a 69-65 final score to finish fourth. Just one place better than a year ago in the Sequoyah Invitational, the 4th annual edition of this tournament. This is now time for post-game stats, brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Nate?
All right, Rodney Washington was your leading scorer today. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, steal, and a block. Next up, Brandon Smith had 12 points today, 2 of 3 from three-point range, had 5 rebounds and 5 steals. After that, Davian Pouncil also had 12 points today on 4 of 10 shooting from the field, had 8 rebounds, 5 offensive, along with 5 steals as well. After that, Caven Hill had 9 points today on 4 of 8 shooting, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, had 2 rebounds, ended up fouling out about midway through the fourth quarter, also had a steal. Devion Bickham had 7 points today on 3 of 7 shooting from the field, had 5 rebounds, 2 offensive, 3 defensive. After that, Jasper Mead had 2 points today, along with 3 defensive rebounds. Jacoby Boyd had 2 points, along with a steal and a block. And that will do it for individual scoring today. And we'll move on to the team stats. McAlester took 12 more shots than Muldrow, but made the same amount from the field. McAlester 41% from the field, Muldrow 52%. Both teams against McAlester shot over 50% today.
Yeah, and Muldrow wasn't doing that until the fourth quarter.
No.
I mean, Muldrow had, I think, 2 made threes going into the fourth quarter, at most 3.
Yeah, they had either 5 or 6 threes in the fourth quarter. They shot 35% from 3, McAlester 36%, 4 of 11 from McAlester, 8 of 23 for Muldrow. McAlester 65% from the free throw line today, 15 of 23. Muldrow 15 of 21 for 71%. Let's see, doing math. McAlester barely out-rebounds Muldrow 27 to 26. McAlester had 12 offensive rebounds today. Muldrow only 2.
Wow.
McAlester forced 17 Muldrow turnovers. Muldrow forced 14 McAlester turnovers. McAlester had 13 steals on the day, but 7 unforced turnovers from McAlester compared to only 4 for Muldrow. And both teams had 2 blocks.
I want your final thoughts first before we wrap this one up and get towards the second, well, not the second half, but next week where McAlester will play 3 district games.
I'm not going to lie, my friend. It was a frustrating day of basketball.
It was, altogether. I mean, for the girls, I feel like they played pretty well. I think the second half where they had the turnovers and the lead widened, I think that you just played a team, at that instance, that could do no wrong. Alma could do no wrong. Yep. They shot the lights out of the gym. Muldrow didn't do that until the fourth quarter, but again, McAlester, some of the mistakes that they made in the first 3 quarters let Muldrow be in that game, to let them shoot the lights out, and you didn't have a cushion to be able to absorb a game in which you were outscored at one point in the fourth quarter by 15 points.
I mean, there were just too many mental mistakes from McAlester, just plain and simple.
I'm going to put it bluntly, McAlester has got to get smarter.
Yes.
They have not played smart. They have played very unwise is the best way that I can put that. I mean, you're looking at bad passes. You're looking at bad shots.
I mean, the worst thing about all of that, the 2, not just 1, 2,
by
inbounds,
2 different players.
By 2 different players, where they just crossed the inbound line just to take it themselves. You cannot do that.
So, and both players know better, and that's
the most frustrating part.
That's the frustrating part, and they know better themselves, and they understand that, and that's what's frustrating when it comes to them. There's no one more frustrated than the players and coaches themselves when you have losses like that. But when it comes to McAlester, again, what is getting in their own way right now is themselves.
Yes.
I know that Muldrow, in the tip of the captain, they went and took the game in the fourth quarter. But what allowed them to still be in the game going into the fourth quarter is McAlester kind of opened up the door for them. Again, there were times where you saw bad passes, you saw bad shot selection, you saw bad fouls even. With like at the end of the third quarter, being able to, when you have 5 fouls already on the scoreboard and you have the other team in the bonus in the backcourt and you're fouling somebody to send them to the free throw line to give them extra points, you can't do stuff like that. You got to have them earn shots like that and points like that. And McAlester just had a lot of, quite simply, boneheaded mistakes today, which led it to be a 4-point game. And then in the fourth quarter, it was Muldrow. I don't think McAlester, funny enough, I think the fourth quarter, McAlester didn't play unsmart. It was just Muldrow went and took it then. The first 3 quarters led to that fourth quarter of what Muldrow went and took it. So there's a lot of learning for McAlester to be done. The good news about it all, again, we can say all the bad first, but the good news about it all is McAlester, despite the mistakes that they've been having, they lose a game by 4 against a ranked team in 4A. A team that's now 3-1 on the season. And it's all non-district play, too. None of these games are going to matter when it comes to where you're going to go into the postseason. That was different back in the day. Just even 3 years ago, 4 years ago, how these games turned out could have determined how you were going to go into the playoffs. That doesn't matter anymore. It's now district play, so none of these games matter about where you're going to go in the playoffs. So you can shake it off. You got to learn, though. Again, keep it in the back of your head and overcome these mental mistakes that you've been having now just the last couple of days and go into next week with a fresh, clean slate. That's the best thing that you can do because McAlester is about to face the toughest team that they've played yet in East Central. And if McAlester is going to win that game, they cannot have the same mental mistakes that they had the last couple of days. They're going to have to shoot better. And they didn't shoot terrible either. It's not like they were terrible from the field either, but they're going to have to be able to shoot better from close to the rim. Their percentage inside the paint has got to be better if they're going to win against East Central. And we're going to preview them again when we come back on Tuesday with Coffee with the Coach. So, again, we do it nearly every other week. So I'm interested to see both Coach Bashir's and Coach Dawkins' reactions to this tournament and also their game back against Durant and see what they feel like they need to improve upon and what they also liked. Because there's a lot of good stuff in this tournament, too. Jacoby Boyd was he continues to grow, as you were mentioning, and there were flashes, even with the players that made some of the mistakes, there's flashes of them being awesome as well. And we do know, because we've seen all these players play before, a lot of them are experienced. This is not their final form. They're going to get better as the season goes along. We all know that. And it's better to get the wrinkles out now and play better down the stretch. Then I would rather have my losses. If we lose every non-district game, but we win every district game, I will trade that every day of the week.
Yep.
So we'll see if the Buffaloes can, like I said, build on the successes and also correct the mistakes that they had going into next week, where they'll have 3 district games to end off the 2025 calendar year. Can you thank our sponsors one final time for this tournament, and we will wrap things up here, Nate.
I'd like to thank Sam Wampers, Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, WE Alford Propane, The Bank N.A., Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports.
All right. Again, thank you to our board operator, Wyatt Hubbard, and thank you, the listener, for spending your Saturday with us. One final time from the 2025 Sequoyah Invitational at the place where they play in Tahlequah, Oklahoma. The Lady Buffaloes finished 6th in the tournament, while the McAlester Buffaloes finished 4th behind a 69-65 loss to Muldrow. Until Tuesday, when McAlester basketball is back home against Tulsa East Central. On behalf of Nate Brown and myself, this is Brandon Green saying, don't just have a great night, have a Buffalo night, everybody.